Yo, are we live? We are live. Let's go. Another day, another live. It's a 7th day. Of course we gotta go live. Of course we're doing it on a 7th day. 7 is all about teaching, guys. So today, we are here to teach. We are here to teach. Let's see who's the first one live. Who's the first one in? Who's the first chatter? That's always the test. That's the first imprint. Who gets the first imprint? Who's the first visitor in here? Yo, Mert Ökva, what's good, bro? What's good, Mert? What's good? MGU31. Yo, Mert, the first imprint. What is your birthday, bro? Mert Ökva, let us know. What's your birthday? You are the first imprint today. Yo, Jacquez, what's good, what's good? Yo, MG, what's good, my nigga? Another day, another stream, let's do it. Yo, guys, can you believe I got flagged for the last stream? I was talking about climate change, and I was a bunch of nonsense, and they started flagging my ass. Damn. Can't talk about climate change. Fuck, that's the new next thing, huh? What's everybody doing? It's a 7th day. I hope you guys took some time. Took some energy and actually used it to learn, used it to gain knowledge. That's what you do on a 7th day, guys. You learn. 7th day, you don't go for a workout. You don't take any health risks. On a 7th day, you actually evolve the mind. You train your most important. Yo, what's good, Cloud? What's good, Fibonacci? Hey, Markova, 8/26/1994. Bam, that's a good imprint. That's a good imprint. Again, with that 8 energy. Let's go. YouTube is ice. What do you mean by that? Blessed day 16/11/1989. What's good, my snake? What is good, my snake? Shit, you go enjoy your 8th year. Enjoy your 8th. What's going on with the Shungite? Bro, I've been, if you order Shungite, Jose, I'll get to you, bro. I'll get to you. Been very busy days. I just got a big order of, what's it called? Raw Shungite, bro. I got 2 tons of Shungite. I'll hook you up. Don't worry about it. I'll get it out. Fibonacci, November 1965. You are a snake as well. Enjoy your snake year. This is your time to shine. You're turning 60, right? Some people might think, oh, you turn 60, that's like too much, you can't do anything. No, you can do a lot. So see, my mom never had her own company. My mom, born 1958, did a dog. 2018, she started her own company. She started her own business. She never had one before, but she did it in 2018, her own year. And now it's doing really well 7-8 years later. That's what you gotta do, Fibonacci. This is a snake year, go hard. Guys, by the way, check this out. We have a new code. If you're not yet in the Q app, then get the Q app, and when you sign up, use the code Taavet, and you're gonna get a free 5-minute consultation with me. This is the new program we're promoting today. Anyone who joins Q app with my affiliate code with Taavet, you get a 5-minute or 5 to 10 minute, if I'm generous, personal consultation with me. So you join Q app, you get all the benefits, and on top of it, you get a call with me as well. I'm gonna walk you through it, show you how to use the app, show you how it's done. That's it. So this is what we're promoting today. Now this one. This is what we're promoting today. The code Taavet. When you sign up for the Q app, when you subscribe at the checkout, put in the code Taavet and you're gonna get a free consultation with me. 31/5/2002, 4 light bulb born on a 4 day. My name starts with M and has up to a 4 as well. Born in a 4 year, 2002. Anything special? You gotta work your whole damn life. All that 4 energy. This is what your soul came in this to do this lifetime. So guys, think about it like this. As I've said multiple times before, I believe your awareness is eternal. Your soul, your higher self, that's who you truly are. That's never gonna change. But see, we come down into this earth to experience life. We come down into this video game to play the game, go through life, evolve and become more rich in spirit. But when your goal is to live as much as you can, one lifetime ain't gonna cut it, is it? Right? So we go through different reincarnations in different parts of the world. There's different characters with different birthdays, and the numerology shows what is your challenges, what is the mission, what is your goal in this lifetime. So MB, you having all that 4 energy in there, you are here to work. You're here to grind. Nothing is gonna come easy for you. Anything you want in life, you gotta give 110% with anything you do. And if you can do that, you can make a lot of money. Build up your career, work hard, and get busy. So again, you having all the 4 energy, most likely in that last lifetime, you are a lazy motherfucker. If you're incarnated now with this so much 4 energy, a double 4, and your name adds up to 4 and starts with M, you are here to work. That's your debt. That's what you're missing as a part of your soul journey. In this lifetime, you gotta learn the element of getting busy and putting in the work ethic. Nothing will come easy for you. As you know, we do this every time. $8 or above, you want a reading, let's hear it, you get a full reading. And again, you guys have lifetime. Too bad, you can't get this. But hey, there's gonna be an option within the Q app where you can get consultations in there as well. But we're starting it right now with this one. So anyone who signs up, anyone who joins Q app, you put in the code Taavet, you put my code in, you get a 5-minute consultation with me. Bro, that's a good deal, bro. That's a good deal. No cap. Yo, guys, you guys who got Q lifetime, you are set for life. You are in for a good one. Enemy year next, an 8-person cycle. Guillermo. Shit, you're missing out, bro. You're definitely missing out. But hey, the good side is 18 years after if you have an enemy year and an 8-person cycle, then after next 18 years, after 18 years, you're gonna have your own year and also an 8-person year. So the same thing Gary just talked about this on his stream, right? In 2007, he had an 8-year and enemy year, wasn't good. Now in 2025, he had 8-year and his own energy, really, really good, right? What can you do? You can still make money in your enemy year. You can definitely still make money in your enemy year. Do business, get stuff done. Just don't start anything new. Just McCray with $8, 929, 1985, 621, 1982. Are we a good match? Bro, brilliant question. You know why? Because we have a little something here for this exact occasion. We have the Q app compatibility calculator, which is obviously the most advanced calculator ever freaking made, guys. This is literal cheat code. Any birthday you can put in here and get the instant results. So let's say 929, 1985. Check. Let's get the next one, 621, 1981. Sorry, 1982. Let's put it in, 621. 1982, a dog and an ox. Dog and an ox can definitely be feisty, be a feisty relationship. Make sure there's no rats involved. The rat can definitely come in and ruin that relationship, bro. So let's see, what do you guys think? What are we gonna get today? This should be a 7. This is a good match, guys. This is 7-11. This is already a good match. Let's see it. I'm thinking you got like 60-70% at least. Might be more. 69. There we go, guys. I know. I don't need the Q compatibility calculator. I can do it in my head, right? But you guys, you get the Q app. So you have a 69% compatibility, Josh. You are 7 and 11. This is a very, very good combination. Things you gotta, so I assume you are born 1985 and your wife is 1982. So what you gotta deal with her, right? She's an 11 life bad dog born on 21st. She's a very, very emotional woman. She's like a child, right? She's never gonna grow up and she's always gonna have that childlike energy. Meaning she's gonna age very, very well. But on the other side, she look at her birthday, I think that's a good looking woman. She definitely ages well. And she's gonna make a lot of money as well in life. She's definitely gonna do well. But the thing you gotta understand about dogs with 11 and 3 energy, they need to have fun. They need to go out. They need to go on trips. They need to, you need to play with them, right? You need to literally entertain her. If she's all about work, it's never gonna be good. Your relationship is really gonna bloom and flourish when you base it off having fun, right? When you base your relationship up on having fun, then it can be a brilliant, combination. If it's all about work, if you guys are just stuck in a routine, living the same boring life every single day, that's not gonna work for you guys, right? Other than that, save 70% is very good. You got a 70% match, that's good. That's really, really good. It's hard to get past 70, literally. This isn't a 6 out of, this isn't a 7 out of 10. This is good. 70%, that's very good. It's very hard getting into those upper 80s, upper 90s. You need a perfect match on all sides. This one, you got it going on. I think it's pretty good. Next year is gonna be great for her, and 2027, obviously your enemy year. Do you guys have kids? I hope you have kids. If she's 621, 1982 is definitely the type of woman. She needs kids. She needs people to take care of. She needs people to look after. And if you give her kids, the kids are gonna take care of, that fun part. Kids are gonna be playing with her. You can go work, you can do your own thing, and she'll take care of the kids. Seems like a good match, bro. If your mom is a 1 life path and her kids a 9 life paths, will there be conflict? Yup, it definitely will. So what you gotta understand in that situation, what's gonna work for a mom might not work for a kid. What works for the kid might not work for the mom. You gotta understand there's very differences in personality, differences in their road to success. Gotta just play with it. You know, if your kids are your enemy numbers, you know, can't really choose that, right? Unless you get a C-section like Gary, you can't really choose their exact birth date. You can choose the enemy year, you can choose the enemy month. Make sure there's no like enemy years, enemy months. But sometimes, you know, the one life pad has a 9 life pad kid, and they just gotta learn from each other, right? What does it mean if I'm born 1/3/2003 and my dad's born 1/3/1978? You have a past life connection, a very strong one, a very, very, very strong one. This is a very good combination. You guys have been running it together all of your lifetimes. Will there be more conspiracy theories today? We'll see. What kind of conspiracies do you wanna hear? Which ones, right? We got so many of them. Which ones? Like, the funny thing about conspiracy, literally, sometimes you have something and like all these 10 different theories, they all make sense somehow. Like we have COVID, right? You can literally say 10 different conspiracies and they all make sense to why it happened and why it came out. Yo, Taavet, Jose, Karakama with $17, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Love seeing you more active on here. 10/27, 1994. Is there any meaning to dreams and then actually happening? Deja vu. Let's go over your birthday first. 10/27, 1994. You are 33 life path. 33/6, born on the 27th. You guys know the thing about 33 is born on the 9th day, don't you? You guys know what the thing is, be 33 life paths born on the 9th day, right? The big ego. See, 9 life paths have an ego. 33s have a huge ego. 33s have a massive ego. So when you're 33 life path, it actually amplifies all of the energy within you, right? So when you're 33, born on a 9th day, you know that ego, you really gotta manage it. So it's you earned that ego. You are 33. You have the right to have an ego. You earned that ego, right? But the thing you gotta understand, when you're 9 and the ego gets too big, then it stops you from adapting. Think about it, the 9 energy's biggest gift comes from adapting, going with the flow, taking a piece from everywhere. Taking somebody, who's successful, copying what they are doing, right? Taking a mentor who's like teaching you so you can be better as well. But when the 9's ego gets too big, they start thinking they're better than everybody, then they stop adapting, then they stop evolving, and they're gonna be stuck in the same place, stuck in a loop. So looking at your birthday, do not get stuck in a loop. Make sure your ego doesn't stop you from evolving and adapting. Is there any meaning to have dreams and then actually happening? Bro, this has happened to me my whole life. Ever since I was a kid, right? Everywhere I go on a trip and I'm like, whoa, I've seen this in my dream before. I've had this moment 100 times. Have you guys experienced this? When you go to a dream and then you go through life and something happens and you're like, God damn, I knew this was gonna happen because I saw it in a dream. So what I think was my educated guess on this is that when you dream, you visit yourself in other timelines, right? When you're dreaming, your awareness is split apart in thousands of different timelines. In another timeline, you are president. On another timeline, you're a bum on the street. Everything is being played out simultaneously in this matrix. So I believe when you dream, when you sleep, you visit yourself in other timelines. So when you see yourself, going through it in your dream, that's yourself going through it in another timeline. Literally. So again, sometimes timelines converge. So you experience the same things in different timelines, right? Just happen in a different time and they line up. That's what I believe. That makes sense, right? I can't really prove this, but to me, it makes sense, to make this educated guess on it. Does it make sense to you guys? That when you dream, you visit yourself in other timelines? That's again, communicate. Gary talks a lot about communicating with yourself in other timelines, communicating with your other awarenesses, right? We're all one being, yes sir. Law of one. So law of one is very interesting because law of one in the mainstream is a bunch of nonsense. It's all the hippies, the new age people promoting that, we're all one, love each other, all good. I'll get back to that point. Yo, double $8 Armado Garcia, 11/15/1992, male in San Diego, California. Next month going into my 8 personal cycle. How can I make it happen? GG33, you guys are the best. Thank you, I appreciate it. We are the best. So you are not just going into an 8 cycle. Yo, send 10 with a 10. I'll get back to you in a second. Yo, Garcia. So you are not just going into an 8-year cycle. You are turning 33 years old. Understand? You are 1992 monkey. The 1992 monkeys are turning 33 years old in a snake year. Don't you think it's interesting, guys? Monkeys always turn 33 in a snake year. Every sign has done like this. Cats always turn 33 in a tiger, you know. I'm messing it up. In a rat year. Cats always turn 33 in a rat year, right? Every sign has their own. This is an advanced link. So you are going into an 8-year cycle and a 33. You're 33 years old. You can expect a big year coming from you. We're gonna expect a lot of things. You're 33 years old only once in your life. When you turn 33, take that as, you know, pure 32 energy. You have some of that 32 energy. You can say that you are 33 when you're 33 years old. That's part of you. No one can doubt that you're 33 when you're 33 years old. What does 33 do? It influences. So in your 8th year, you gotta make money and do it in an influential way. In an 8th year and a 33 years old, don't take someone else's road, build out your own road. Carve out your own path. Do things how you wanna do it. Make it happen on your terms. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. You're an 11 life path as well. Gotta listen to the intuition. Do what makes you happy and you will be successful in life. So I don't tell this to a lot of people. I tell people go based off logic, you know, go make money and then focus on your passions. But 11 life paths, they gotta focus on they gotta make their passion into their career. Make sense? 11 life paths gotta take what they love doing the most and going all out with it. For example, Michael Jordan, 11 life path, you know, he wanted it so bad. That was his biggest passion and nothing could stop him. Kobe Bryant, 11 life path, same story. He manifested so strongly because they used that emotional energy as fuel. So using 11 life path, you gotta do the same thing. Find what, you know, fuels your fire, then go all out with it. And again, congratulations, having a 32 year, being 32 years old, line up with your 8th year. That's big. San10, hey bro, I'm 12, 29, 1990 male. My fiance, 9, 28, 1992 female. We plan to marry 29 July 2026. Is this the best date for us? Nope. I would not get married in July, bro. I would not do it in July. Why? July is the 7th month. Obvious, right? Don't get married in July. That's the 7th month. Why would you want the additional 7 energy in there? Let's see. Let's put it in the Q app. In 1990, 12/21, 1990, 9/28. 1992. So what do you guys think? Like, this is always fun. This is like a game, right? You know, what is the compatibility? What is the compatibility? What do we get? Should you guys even get married? Let's find out. Should you guys send in? Should you get married? Are you compatible enough? Let's do it. Oh shit, wait. There's a mistake. My bad. It's glitching again. Why is it glitching? So again, guys, this is not the Q app's fault. This is I'm using like an Android generator and it just doesn't want to play along sometimes. So let's do this one more time. You're 12/29, 1990. Oh, I'm thinking this is good. I'm thinking this is good just from first impression. But the monkey and a horse, you know, one's very adaptive, another one is very stubborn. You got the 28 to 29 going on. Yo, Bath, I'll get to you in a second, bro. Gotta do some, we gotta pick, we got a wedding date to pick here. Let's do it. We got a wedding date. Why the fuck is this glitching, bro? I gotta restart this shit. One second, guys. I'll get back to you, bro. Bath, yo, Taavet, my birthday is 9/23 2004. My sister is 9/24 2003. Dad is 10/11/97. Is there any past life significance to this? Lots of 11s and Libra energy. Yep, you're all Libra. You're very much connected. You're very much connected. Maybe another lifetime your dad was your brother. Maybe another lifetime your sister was your mom's. You know, this is how it is. 9/23 and 9/24, very closely. Very closely linked together. Very close past life connection. And again, you see this with all the families. You see almost any family you look at, any family tree, you're gonna find those links there. Try it out yourself. Go through all of your family members. Go through all of your bloodline. Go check them all out and you will see it for yourself. There's always these connections. And again, that proves numerology. That again, how can this be, right? What's the other explanation? We are connected, and numerology is the G code. This is the program of the matrix. As simple as that. And the one was 928. So again, this is precious. This guy's like, he's shivering right now. Should you get married or should you not? We gotta find out. Is this gonna work? Is this not gonna work? Don't do this shit again, bro. Don't play this shit. Just giving a bad look. Oh, we got it. Let's do it. What do you guys think? Are they compatible? Should these two people get married? Should these people get married? Yo, Matrix guy, what's good? 64. That's good. That's fine, bro. 64. That's good. Nothing to worry about. It's not perfect. It's not the best, but it's not, it's not terrible either. So looking at you, you're going to a 5-year. She's going to a 1-year. June is not good. Maybe August, bro. I think August might be better for you guys, honestly. Looking at this August, the Cent 10 August might be better. And let's see, you're four like that. How do you get such a big link in there? You're 4 and a 5. Ah, you're 6. Yeah, you're 4 and a 33. Yeah, you have a very strong connection. This 64, this should be honestly a bit more. I would say even. You have probably a 70 plus match. 6 and a 4, getting married on a, let's say, a double 11. August 11th, August 20th would be good. August 29, not that much. I would get married August 11th or August 20th. I like those days much more. I would not get married in July. You don't need that. You don't need that extra 7 energy in there. You really don't. 7 energy is not good for marriage, guys. Getting married in July, the 7th month, obviously is not the greatest. Yo, Bass is clicky. Plan on opening with 14 Australians. Planning opening a property development business. 28/12/2025. 28 and 22 light per day. What do you think, master builder for the company? For my birthday is 29/1996. No, I don't recommend this. I would wait until next year. I would do it in 2026. Early January, like literally. You can do it early January. So wait, let's check your birthday once more. You are a 9 life pass, so maybe, something like the 2nd of January on 3 life per day, much better. Because again, this is 28 and 22. This is good, and it checks out. You can do it even on the, on the 6th, or if you want the 6th of January, bro. 6th of January 2026. I like that per date much more. You know why? Because the end of the year is a low energy period. You should not really start new things at the end of the year. That last week of December, energy gets drained. It's the end of the year. You should not go big. You should not start new big things. You should not take any crazy stuff. You should not really do that at the end of the year. 28th December, and again, you don't have to believe me. Just start looking at history. You're not gonna find a lot of big companies founded 28th of December. You're gonna find companies 28th of October. 28th of October, for example, Facebook founded, Face Smash was 28th of October, the first edition of Facebook, right? Then Facebook changed to Meta 28th of October. Bill Gates, born 28th of October. It's all of that, right? So again, a lot of 28ths are good, but that last 28th of the year, 28th of December, is really not the best. Not the best. Low energy period. Low energy period. And again, if it's a property development business, doing it on the 6th of January, the first 6th day of the year, the 6th day of the year, the pure 6 energy, 6 number of home, 6 number of real estate, might help you out much more, bro. Might help you out much more. Really, I mean it, bro. Reconsider that. Is Baron Trump Donald Trump's clone? But who knows, bro? Who knows what those two up to? They're the time travelers. They are the time travelers. How do you know if there's a past life connection with someone? A lot of times you see it in a birthday. A lot of times you also see it. When you know, right? Sometimes it's not always about the birthday. Sometimes, a birthday is the first thing to read it from. But a lot of times you might meet someone and you feel like you know them already. A lot of 11s go through this. A lot of people who are 11s, 11 life paths, born on the 11th, 20th, 29th. These people, they go somewhere and they feel like they've been there before. They meet someone and it feels like you knew them already past lifetimes, right? Maybe you've been all doing this. Maybe all of you guys in here, maybe we've been all doing this shit for, different lifetimes, right? Just having our own group, GG33, teaching knowledge, and we keep coming back together over all of these lifetimes. Because think about it, what are the chances, right? What are the chances we all found GG33, we all found wound up here? What do you think, guys? What are the chances that from people all over the world just resonate with Gary, resonate with GG33, and we come together and we are the ones pushing knowledge, we are the ones teaching, we are the ones guiding people? This is, past life shit as well, if you ask me. I think we've been doing this shit every lifetime. So guys, we have more people in there, check it out. The new promotion. If you join the Q app and you use my link, Taavet, you not use my link, you use my code at the checkout, Taavet, you get a free 5-minute consultation with me. Join the Q app, use my code, Taavet, my name, and you're gonna get a free 5-minute consultation with me. That's a cheat code, bro. That's gonna be, that's value. Believe me, bro, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe I'm generous with you, maybe I like you, I'll talk to you 15 minutes. Just because you signed up with the code to join the Q app. Make sense? Taavet, why is LA an ox instead of a dog when it's incorporated in 1950? I guess we're looking at the founding date. We most likely look at the founding date. And ox makes sense. We gotta, again, back it up with people, athletes. We can look at athletes. Kawhi Leonard, a GOAT, came to LA, doesn't really do well. Always injured, not doing that great in LA, is it? Not doing that great. Those GOATs don't do that well in LA, do they? That's the other guy. Paul George. Paul George, is he a horse or is he a goat? I don't remember. He might be a goat as well. So he doesn't really work out well. But who's killing it in LA? LeBron James. Came to LA, the Ox, doing very well. He loves it there. That's his home. He never wants to leave again. He could. Doesn't really want to leave, right? He's been there now for 7-8 years. So again, LA, definite the Ox energy. LA founded 4-4. So look at that date, 4-4, and whatever the year was, LA is a 22 life path. 22 life path, 4-4. 4-4 is a very, very special number in numerology. 44 is actually kind of a negative number. Did you guys notice? I'm dropping new info in here. It's a 7-day. We gotta teach. It's a 7-day. 44 is more of a negative number in numerology. You don't really want to use 44 too much. You don't really want to manifest the number 44. And again, I'm bringing you guys proof. Julius Caesar was killed 44 BC. Why did they do it that year, right? The 44th mayor of Chicago clapped, assassinated. Again, you see it for yourself. You take the word kill. K is the 11th letter, I is the 1st, L is the 12th, LL adds up to 44. I'm not making this stuff up, guys. 44, that's one of the more negative numbers. And why are they programming it? So when you take 4D, fourth dimension, D is the 4th letter, 4D is 44 as well. Maybe they're trying to program 44 to be negative to affect the 4D from the third dimension level. Maybe. You're 44-8, nothing to worry about then. Doesn't really apply to you that much then. This is not a negative thing like 19 is, but overall 44 is not a number you really want to try to manifest too hard. Yeah, this is gematria, of course. Letterology, gematria, very, very advanced. That's how, guys, I'll let you in a secret, right? I'll let you in a secret. Letterology is how Gary figured out a lot of numerology. Looking at the codes, looking at the language, looking at the reverse engineering, all of it. All the codes are there right in front of us. You just have to go and see. Knowledge time, yes sir. 7 light per day. Guys, you have questions, I'm here for it. I'm here for the next couple hours. I'm here for a while. You have any questions? Let's hear it. I'm here to answer all of them. How about 1/17/2026? 20 light per day. Nope, you are a 9, bro. What do you mean? You are a 9. Why are you asking? Why you wanna? Are you a 9? Yep, 29/1996. 9 life path. You want as a 9 life path? You wanna start a new business on a 1 life path day? Bro, you understand what I'm saying? Though you're a 9 life path, you're not supposed to start new things on a 1 day. Is that too difficult? Is that too hard? Bro, this is basic. This is 101. This is 101. But why do you wait so long? Looking at your birthday, you could do it. I mean, January is good for you. After January 7th as well, definitely a good time to do it. After January 7th, let's see. Like January 15th, January 24th even, 8 light per day, on the 6th, 8 and 6 energy. Checks out. I think that's pretty good for project development. Checks out, bro. Of course, there's other things to consider as well. You can look at your personal year, your personal month. There's a lot that goes into founding the energy. There's a lot of stuff that goes into when you want to in depth, when you want to like, when I'm giving like this consultation to business owners, you got to look at everything. You got to look at the first business when they started. You got to look at other people involved, everything. But you know, this here saves you a lot of trouble. As a 9 life path, don't start new things in a one day. How is this material realm if it's 3 dimension? What do you mean, bro? This is a, you know, this is not a material realm, right? This is all light and sound. We're living in a matrix. This is a virtual reality. This is a hologram. The reason it feels real is because of our senses. See, our 7 senses is what translates the world around us. You know the saying, sail the 7 seas? That's talking about your senses, because those 7 senses translate the world around you. So think about your pineal gland as your antenna, right? So your antenna is picking up frequencies from all around you and translating to you the world, you know, how you see it. You're not supposed to see what's on a 4th, 5th, or 6th dimension if your pineal gland is tuned to the 3rd, right? You want to level up, you want to go to higher dimensions, you want to ascend. You're not going anywhere else. You're not going anywhere different. You're just changing your, you know, frequency of picking up new vibrations. That's what it's all about. It's a 6 and a 7 life path day today, right? Meaning it's not a good day for business, right? Or am I wrong? I mean, you're right in many ways. 7 life path day is not the best for business. Not the best day, you know, again, depends on the business, right? If your business is about teaching, why not? If your business is about selling classes, why not? But overall, yeah, I agree, this is not the best day for these sort of things. On a 7 to 7 energy, guys, listen this. The 7 energy is like the opposite of the material side of the world. The 7 energy, what does the 7 struggle with? 7 struggle with health, 7 struggle with money, 7 struggle with relationships. Makes sense, these are all of the materialistic things. A lot of 7s, they don't get that benefit that most other numbers do, because the 7 doesn't fit into this reality. And again, this can go much more deeper, but I gotta watch what I'm saying. So guys, get the Q app. Get the Q app. 1/15/1/2026. Yeah, bro. I like this day much better. I like this day much better. Dragons and tigers have the strongest bodies. How about which ones have the weakest bodies or more injury prone? That's a good question. That's a good question, and I have the perfect answer for you, bro. It's the goat. Goats have, in general, I would say, the weakest bodies. Goats get injured the most. Goats don't do well with the physical stuff. Goats aren't the toughest sign. They're soft. Many ways in the, you know, physical side as well. You start looking at goats who are, you know, athletes. Not that many of them. And then the greatest goats, all injured all the time. I brought up an example, Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, born 1991, you're the GOAT. Always damn injured, always sitting out. The bodies just don't handle, you know, it's not as tough. People born you're the GOAT, 2003, 1991, 1979. Their bodies don't do well with taking too much damage. Their bodies don't do well taking on too much punishment, guys. So again, if you're a GOAT, you know, you gotta play the nice game. You gotta play it cool. You gotta play it, you know how goats do it, guys. You all heard this 100 times. Goats do things their way. Goats do everything with a smile. As a goats don't need their strength. Goats don't need physical strength because they're not the ones who overpower others with force. Goats do everything with a smile. Goats do everything with their own way, right? About rats, what do you mean? Rats pretty weak too, but avoid danger by all means. Yeah, I've definitely seen some rats get hit as well on the physical side. But I mean, they have the ox and the dragon protecting them. So rats, you know, are good. Rats don't need to do physical stuff. Rats have their muscles, you know, working for them. Rats have the ox, rats have the dragon. If I'm a horse, should I wait until February or gonna start in January? Depends on what you're starting, but if you're starting a new thing, definitely wait for February, bro. Definitely wait. Your wife is a goat, she has pretty bones. You see it for yourself. Goats, they get hit the hardest on the physical side. I mean, what about rats? My bad. Yeah, like I just said, rats don't need to be physical. Rats don't need to be the ones, you know, pushing things because they have the ox and a dragon doing that shit for them, right? Weakest body is a snake. Every snake I know is always injured. That can be definitely true as well. Snake's not the toughest either. Not the toughest either. And last time you told me ox should avoid Georgia, so you're going with the energy as well, not entirely incorporated. So again, this goes, you know, you gotta do your research as well. You gotta, you know, account and look at history, right? In Georgia, we can see a lot of oxes have taken a lot of hits. A lot of oxes don't do very well in Georgia. A lot of oxes who are athletes don't play that well in Georgia, right? Do Libras have no soul? What are you talking about, bro? Why would Libras have no soul? What do you mean? No, just because you're a solar sign doesn't mean you don't have a soul. Come on now. Let's see some questions, guys. Ask me some questions. Ask me whatever you want. This is 7th day. We are here to teach. How should I name the company? I'm thinking BH Capitals, same as my initials. Bro, you wanna, again, I gotta watch what I say here, boss. You want a full reading? You want me to go over everything in an hour? Get the full reading with me, bro, and I'll set you up. I've started a lot of companies. I've given this advice to a lot of big business owners, a lot of projects, a lot of LLCs have been started with my, have been started with my knowledge and my guidance. So if you really want to go through it, figure out the name, figure out the founding date, figure out everything, then get a full reading, bro. GG33logic.com. My link is in the bio, the full readings. Guys, this what I'm doing here is like, 2% of what we do in the readings. Anyone who's got a reading from me before, they can attest to this. I'm sure Gary's actually alluded to that on Libra. So Gary's saying Libras have no souls. I'll call cap on that, bro. That's nonsense, bro. I'm not believing that shit. NPC number, NPC signs in Vedic Chinese astrology. I look at the difference. I think there's a big psyop about NPCs because when you take the letters NPC, N is the 14, P is the 16, C is the 3rd, NPC adds up to 33. NPC adds up to 33. Libra's most elite clones under that energy. He noted that it's the only sign of symbol is just an object. Again, it makes sense, but it doesn't mean that someone's a Libra, they're not gonna have a soul. You could be any sign, any number combination, and not have a soul if you're an NPC. Talk about cycling weeks and strings, things, what we need to focus. What are you asking about? Cycling? Cycling weeks and strings? What are you talking about, Mert? What is that? Would you say rat is smarter than monkey, Taavet? You just can't spell smart without a rat. No. Monkey, it depends on what you say smart, right? The being smart has a lot of... Yes, Taavet, hey, Marielle, get the best reading. There you go. Shout out Mariella, 1989. She enjoyed the reading. Do you read oxes? Of course, Diana. I read everybody, bro. This doesn't matter. I'm a cat. I've given readings to like hundreds of roosters. Never had a single problem. I've probably given reading to like 200 to 300 roosters. Never had an issue. Because why? Because I'm a professional. I'm one of the best next to Gary who does this. So you ain't gotta worry. Any number, every combination, I've been through them all already. I'm experienced at this point. Reading is very throughout. There you go. Another checkout. What are your thoughts on pendulums? Have you read Reality Transurfing? I haven't, and I haven't looked into it. Can 33s have no souls? Of course. A lot of 33s, matrix programs. Agent Smiths. A lot of 33 Agent Smiths out there. 1,000,000%. Do you use Western astrology at all when planning things? I do sometimes, but the other stuff applies it so much more. Cycles 1 to 9. If someone should have a 6 cycle, sure, I can go through them. What do you think of evolution? The Darwin evolution? Complete nonsense, bro. We didn't come from a monkey. That's the biggest psyop you could ever. This is complete nonsense. It's been, debunked, a million times, but for some reason they're still teaching this at school. You know why they push evolution? Because it takes away from the spiritual side. It takes away from the fact that this is a matrix. It takes away from the fact that something such as Aether, the 5th element, applies here. What number you respect the most? Ones who keep going hard. You got distracted? I definitely did. Rat versus monkey intelligence. These are different kinds of intelligence, right? So the monkey's intelligence is a lot about copying. It's a lot about adapting. Monkey, the 9th sign, they see something, they figure it out, they reverse engineer. Monkeys are very quick learners because you tell them something and they pick it up like that. A lot of 9s as well. A lot of 9 life paths can definitely learn quick. A lot of 9s just they don't want to learn, that's the problem. But if a 9 takes the effort, they study, they learn, very, very intelligent number, right? And their monkey's intelligence is more about pattern recognition. Rats are more like street smart, if that makes sense. Is lucid dreaming the true possibility of this reality, like instant manifesting? Bro, I need to bring an expert on here. I know a guy who's a 22 life path and he's a master lucid dreamer. He completely he mastered the dream state. Right, and then every time he goes to sleep, he has a full, out of body experience, and he goes like all these crazy trips. And you know how he did it? He was a 22 life path monkey, and he told me for an entire year he focused really on becoming very aware. He started just focusing and being extremely aware of everything, of your surroundings. You train your awareness, right? You train being aware, because how can you be awake and aware in the sleep world if you're not fully aware in the real world? You see what I'm saying? That's what the 22 taught me, how to get to lucid dreaming levels. You gotta be very, very aware of your surroundings. So at the moment, he's training it, he's practicing it in real life. So when he gets like he's dreaming, he's sleeping, he can get the same level of awareness and he can recognize how things going, and he figures out, yep, he's in a dream. And he even said he's getting bored now by lucid dreaming. Every night, you go out there every night doing some fucking flying around, doing shit on a 22, as a 22 life path. He's getting bored of it now. Are there certain numbers that can remember past lives easier? A lot of 22s. A lot of 22s. You're asking because of 22? Makes sense, bro. Makes sense. You see the connection right there. The 22 life path, asking about lucid dreaming. 22 world, the 22 energy is very much connected to the dream world. You know, a lot of times whenever it's the 22nd or a 22 life path day, pay attention to your dreams. There's a lot of messages within there, and those dreams are challenging. A lot of time, you know, on 22 days, I try not to sleep a lot, because you know you wake up and you're not rested. You know, you wake up and you drained of energy because you're in there battling. Does watching, listening, or anything to do with the enemy sound affect you? Watching a movie made in 2007, if you're a snake, and so on. It definitely can. You know how it works a lot? A lot of times your favorite movies, your favorite TV shows, the stuff you resonate with the most are your enemy energy. So for me, I'm a cat. Growing up, my favorite show was Avatar, right? Avatar: The Last Airbender. Anyone like Avatar here? Waterbending, firebending. That's a show founded 2005. You're the Rooster. And that was my favorite show growing up. The favorite TV show, How I Met Your Mother, again was growing up 2005. Another Rooster. My favorite movie, Groundhog Day, 1993. Yeah, the Rooster. So again, after YouTube, my favorite platform, my favorite social media platform, I'll probably spend the most time in, way before I even started making content. You're spending years on this platform, right? 2005, you're the Rooster. Has this affected me negatively? Definitely. I wasted months and months watching YouTube videos. Definitely affected me. And again, now you see for yourself, YouTube is by far my smallest platform. Everything's changed when the Fire Nation attacked. It certainly did. Avatar stuff, watch it over 20 times. Yes, sir. It's great. There's a lot of occult, lot of hidden meanings in there. But shit, it's a 2005 Rooster. Not the best for cats, is it? Not the best. Yeah, I don't care either, bro. It's a great show. 100%. 100%. 8/28, 1996. Can you know? You want a reading? $8 or above, bro. $8 or above. So again, I'm answering everybody, right? $8 or above. That's cheap. Gary does it 98 or above. I think $8 or above is, is definitely worth it. Found out today a girl I messed with who transitioned to a man. He's a one life rooster. God damn, what the fuck? James! What the fuck? You have some explaining to do, bro. You have some explaining. You messed with a girl that and then transitioned to a man after you? God damn. One life rooster more than 10. That's a curveball, bro. That's a curveball. If the age is 33 and 9 cycles, what can you tell about it? You got I can't get into it. No, I can't get into it. I gotta watch what I say, guys. Gary's keeping me on my own leash. Is 14 a karmic number? Not really. I don't really buy into that. Those karmic numbers, that you see online. I don't really buy into that shit. She's biologically female. You got some. That's suspect, James. That's suspect. The fatal attraction thing is real as fuck. It is. Guys, I've heard horror stories from these readings from people dealing with enemies and relationships. I've given ox and a goat. I gave a reading to an ox and a goat. They were together for 20 years. And he was, on and off, it was good for 15 years. And then it went to shit. You understand? How do you know if you have a soul? Maybe if you know if you have an awareness. If you have a voice in your head, you most likely have a soul. If you have that inner dialogue, if you have, creativity. If you have the creativity, if you can actually create, if you have, authentic thoughts, and if you can bring stuff into life, have your own thoughts, most likely you have a soul. Soulless NPCs, they can only copy, they can only plagiarize, they don't have none of that authenticity. Yo, actually, do you agree that being gay is betraying your bloodline? Yup. 1,000,000%, bro. Bro, being gay is brain parasites. Literally, when some it's brain parasites. There was a whole study, and there was a gay guy who started going on a parasite cleanse, and suddenly he likes pussy again. Yeah, you know, suddenly he likes pussy. Goes for like full parasite cleanse, detoxing the body, deworming, and suddenly he's cured. You know, that's what happens. So again, why is there now being so much pushed? You know, all that rainbow shit. I believe it's parasites. I believe they apped it up. You know, the COVID shots. You know, I don't want to say the V word. I don't want to get flagged. But all of that shit, that's like opens up the door for parasites. Parasites in the food, parasites in the air around us, in the water. Everywhere is full of parasites, and that's what they're turning them gay. Literally. Try it out. You have a gay friend. It's your duty, now it's your obligation to put them on a parasite cleanse, because these people can be cured. Wise Monkeys, tapped with $8. Appreciate it. It's their hidden knowledge on the number 0 related to 9. When I add the numbers in my birthday with the 9 and 0, the result is always similar or the same. You gotta join GG33 for that, my friend. I'm sorry, $8 won't give. We teach about the number 0 within GG33 classes. Were the Vikings Jewish, the tribe of Dan? I'm Norwegian, by the way. Yes, I think they were, yeah. I think they were. The tribe of Dan that went there. You know, all the Sami people. The Sami, guys, do you know about the Sami people? The Sami people in ancient Lapland, right? So you're Norwegian, you heard about the Samis. So the Samis weren't actually Jewish, but the Samis were Sumerians. The Sami people. So guys, when Sumeria fell, when Babylon fell, when all of that shit went up ablaze, that's unusual for Scorpios. Yeah, when it all went up in flames, when the Sami people, black walnuts, cloves, cayenne pepper for parrot detox, 100% fungi. You are tapped in. I would have wormwood in there as well. Wormwood, black walnut, cloves. That's the trinity for parasite cleansing. You do that, you're good. Richard, hey man, thank you for the knowledge. Any advice to make money and any number that I should avoid a part of 1, March 30, 1983. So yeah, you are 9 life paths with a lot of 3 energy. So you're born in the 3rd month, the day is 3, and the year adds up to 3 as well. How to make money? Sales. You have all that 3 energy, sales, and more sales. You should be the one who can sell anything to anyone. You're a pig as well, born March 30th, bro. You can sell ice to an Eskimo, bro. You gotta be like that. So my advice for you to make money, opening up your own stores, generating revenue, generating sales. And now you are 9 life path. So my advice is this. Find someone who's doing the same thing that you want to do. Find someone who's essentially, you know, let's say you want to do drop shipping. Don't try to piece that stuff up yourself. Go find someone who's already killing it with drop shipping. Go find someone who's super successful with it and copy what they're doing. Take the blueprint from other people who are successful, copy, paste, put your own twist to it. But again, your money is always going to come through sales. All that 3 energy. Anyone born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, 30th, sales is the best career you can ask for. Sales, communication, you can be a door-to-door salesman, you can be picking up the phone selling stuff, you could be selling stuff online, you could be a sales manager in a company, everything, you know, needs to be sold. That's what the 3s are for. People born on the 4th, 13th, 31st, they're the ones crunching up the numbers. They're the people who understand systems and operations. So you put them in a system where they can, you know, keep the engine running and they're gonna do well, right? You don't want to have, you know, the 4 life path as the receptionist picking up the phone. You want to have the 4 life path in the back end crunching up the numbers. That's what you got to do it, right? You know, one of my favorite people to give readings to are business owners who have like hundreds of employees. Because then we can just go to all of the top guys, all of them, and just like pick and choose and put everybody in the right place. Black walnut cloves, use a binder to clean it all out. Bentonite clay, activated charcoal, fungi. You are tapped in. You are very much tapped in because you need to heavy metal detox before you parasite cleanse, right? Because you need heavy metal detoxing. You know, if you parasite cleanse but you have heavy metals in your body, the parasites are gonna kind of hide behind those heavy metal, you know, particles in your body. So first, number 1, you heavy metal detox, then you parasite cleanse, and then you're gonna be good, and people are not gonna be faggots anymore. How will the future look like in numerology? Will numerology become supreme? It's looking bright, bro. We are talking to people at the very top who are into this sort of stuff. Can you give me 3 books that are like a book you showed us last time? I can send it to you, yeah, bro. Send me your email. I can send you it 100%. I can send you all of those books, bro. Those books are cheat code. Yeah, guys, numerology, astrology is the next thing up. This will not stop. This will only get bigger and bigger and bigger. And again, all of you here are part of it. All of you here are day ones. all of you things are, all of you people are here day one. You know what? That's pushing knowledge astrology. You can be proud. You were here before it was cool. The Sami people are Sumerians. Yeah, bro. So guys, wait, I'm not gonna do this. I have a, check out my video, right? I made a video this, MG, I made a video about how Sumeria got destroyed. I have it on my YouTube, how ancient Sumeria, you know, what happened. It was the, you know, pinnacle of human civilization. Everything came from Sumeria, right? All the laws, all the inventions, all the, you know, agriculture, everything came from Sumeria, and suddenly one day it just disappeared, right? Suddenly one day, poof, it's gone, it's no more anymore, it's just desert there. What happened? There was a big disaster in ancient Sumerian lands that left half of the earth, you know, and made it into a desert. And then all of those tribes from the ancient Sumeria, they all migrated somewhere else. So one part of the Sumerians became the Sami people. And you can see it with how they build houses, you know, the pyramids, not the pyramids, but they have like these, you know, pyramid houses, the Sami people, right? All of the symbols, all of the stories, you read about the, you know, Sami beliefs, the Sami religion and the identities there, the gods, the deities, they all match with those of ancient Sumeria. Then you go to a place like Canary Islands. Anyone been in the Canary Islands? Beautiful location. Highly recommend checking it out. But you see, you start reading about the indigenous people of the, you know, Canary Islands. They were white. they were completely white. They're white, blue eyes, you light hair, you know, and then it doesn't make any sense until you start looking at their history and realize they were making mummies. So people in, you know, Canary Islands were living in, you know, underground big cities and were making mummies. Literally same as they did in Egypt. Those are the tribes that all migrated from ancient Sumeria to all over the world, right? So that's the Sami people. Can you tell something about this number 369, what it actually is? Please tell. I made a video about this, bro. This is not, you know, hidden information. This is the program of the matrix. This is the current version. This is the 369 is this version of the matrix. 3 for the Trinity, 12 zodiac signs, 1 plus 2 is 3. Everything goes in threes. 6 for number of time, 60 minutes, 60 seconds, 24 hours on a clock. 9 for the numbers, right? All the numbers add up to 9. I mean, like the numbers go up to 9, right? So the 369 is how energy manifests in this version of the matrix. That's why Nikola Tesla was so into this stuff, because he was trying to align himself with the 369 matrix. So the way Nikola Tesla lived his life, everything had to be divided by 3. Everything had to be able to, you know, divide it by 3. If he's, you know, cooking food, it had to be 3 or 6 or 9 pieces of food on a plate. Nikola Tesla lived in room 3327. Bigger 33rd floor, get that 33 in there, and then the 27 adds up to a 6, divided by 3. That's how it is, right? 369, this is the matrix. Just like you have Windows 11, Windows 10, Windows XP, Windows Vista, different versions of, you know, program, different, you know, platforms, right? Now the 369 matrix is the current version of the matrix. This is the rat matrix where the 369 manifests in, right? So again, the P, right? P. Do you believe Nikola Tesla was a time traveler? Bro, yes. You guys would. I gotta check. I wanna check. I wanna keep it full screen. So the dilemma I have, I gotta keep the screen stream full screen, because otherwise I can't get clips. Otherwise I can't really, you know, get high quality clips. But I can't show you guys anything either, right? So I gotta swap it out. But bro, I actually went recently to Nikola Tesla's birthplace. I visited Croatia, and we went to the exact house he was born in. Right, it's been turned into a museum. So Nikola Tesla was born in a house that was right next to a church. Right next to a church. It was a little church, not a big one, right on the side of a hill, nothing else there. Next to the church, you have just one single house, and Nikola Tesla was supposedly born there, and to the day of his birth, lightning struck down. You know, that take it as you want, but that shit to me is suspect, bro. That's very, very suspect. He was teleported in there. Who the hell is born next to a church, bro? And lightning strikes at the same time. 12/24/1989, you're a 9 Lipa snake born in 1989, a 9 universal snake year. Kinda tough combination, but hey, you still have 2 months left in your 8 personal year. Go hard, enjoy this 8 personal year in your snake year. After your birthday, the 9 year, not gonna be as good anymore. Divine 9, yes sir, Divine 9. Do you believe the light people describe seeing near death is? Probably, you know, the womb where you reborn again. The womb, you back in his matrix. You die, nope, you ain't going anywhere, nigga. You get sent straight back, bro. That's the light at the end of the tunnel. You're climbing out the womb, bro. So again, that's the psyop of religion. Religion is trying to brainwash people into believing that, oh, you go to heaven and shit, when in fact it's just keeping you recycling over and over and over again, unable to evolve because you're not being authentic. Hey Taavet, I saw Gary say he was handing out party contracts. Would you stream on there? I saw it launched in Cat Year 2023, like how his Twitch was launched. Of course. I'll check it out. Right now I'm here on YouTube, right? Because he's you guys. The people are here. How can I go to party when all of you guys are here? You know what I'm saying? I need my people. If you guys want to follow me to party, we can try it out and we'll see it. I'll definitely check it out, of course. But Gary's, the one managing party. Of course I'll be on there. But for now, the time being, I'm enjoying my time in here with you guys. By the way, check out Q code Taavet. Guys, this is a big new collaboration with Q. Anybody who joins Q and uses this link in the checkout, you get $1 discount and you get a 5-minute reading with me. You get a 5 to 10 minute reading with me. And yeah, just by joining Q. You join Q like everybody else, you join normally, but as a bonus, you get a free consultation with me. Pretty good deal, right? So if you're not in queue, now is the perfect time for you to jump in here. If you want a reading, $8 or above, you know how we do it, guys. You know how we do it. You want me to put anything in you? Let's check the Q app for a second. So guys, this is the Q chats. These are all different tools within a Q app. You have the daily guidance, you have relationships, yearly forecast for personal years, typical cars, fun travel destinations, places to live. Q app is like the best cheat code. Yo, Savage with $10, appreciate it. One question, when's the Ox friendly year and what country should they travel to when they're curious? Oh, and one more thing, birthday is 11/21/1999. I'm a cat. What's up, cat? So wait, well, you're a cat, why are you asking about Ox friendly year and what countries they should travel to? Unless you're just trying to give me a clip, bro. So 2025 is a good year for people born near Ox. People born 1995, 2009, 1985. 2025 is really their time to shine. Because this is the last friendly year before 2027 the enemy year hits. The last friendly year before your enemy year is honestly the most important. So if you're an Ox, time is running out for your friendly energy. Horse year ain't gonna be as good. 2027 is gonna be hell. And the next good year, you have 2029, which also isn't gonna be the best. So guys, if someone's an advanced numerologist in here, you guys are so smart, tell me. Why are the Oxes not gonna have the best 2029? They're not. People born near the Ox are not gonna have a year 2029 being as good for them as 2025 is. As simple as that. I won't say more. Now one thing, you're 11/21/1999. You are almost at 33, right? Almost at 33. So if you add the 11, if you break the 11 up, you might have some 32 energy, right? I've seen it sometimes. God, people born in November, you say, oh, you know how we say, you're not supposed to reduce master numbers. But I've sometimes seen it, some rare cases when you do reduce the 11, it adds up to 33. And some of these people can't pull it off sometimes. So let me put it like this. You have maybe a 10% chance of tapping into 32 energy. If you're just chilling at the home, if you're just, not doing anything, if you're lazy, just building a family, you're more of a 6. But if you're going out there, pushing yourself, going hard, starting things, leading, influencing, then you can tap into that 32 energy. Does that make sense? Like when people are 33 6s, it's a lot about their action, right? It's not about so much as energy, it's all about what you do with it. There's pure 33s as well who live like complete 6s. There's 33s out there who don't do anything, just raise a family, which is again their choice, right? No harm done, but they're not tapping into that 32 energy. Then there's some 33 6s and some 6 33s who actually make it happen. Damn, the Ox has it hard. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. What do you mean? Ox had 2020 and 2021. So again, 2029, more rat chase. Ox is the friend of the rat. So based on that, tide energy bank. Nope. Not the best, to be honest. 2029, I'm worried about. You should be. You should be. 2029 is gonna be very bad for the cats, bro. Very bad. I'm packing it up at that point. I'm chilling on a beach somewhere. Reading as a 7777/2000 male from Cape Town. 77 is a very good day. 77 is a very, very beautiful birthday. We have a lot of people in GG33 born in that energy. Nick, the founder of Q app, born 77. Ashwin, born 77, the best Vedic astrology in the world. There's an astrologer on Twitter, Sun, Stars and Moon, something, Danielle, born 77, 1977. 77 do very, very well with this type of knowledge, and it makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense, 7-7 as well. Will you always be reincarnated within your family bloodline? I believe so. I believe so. Reincarnation is such an interesting thing. 2030 will be better for cats. Bro, 2027 is the good year for cats. 2027 is, our time to shine. You're founder of an app as well. Ethan, let's go, bro. You see how energy works. You have an app as well. 7-7s, get it done on the technology side. I don't know if this is public, but guys, I'm telling you this. You are my people. You're my homies in here. So I'm telling 7s do really well with technology. 7 Energy does very, very well with tech, right? Steve Wozniak, 7 Light Path, built Apple computer. Genius. Elon Musk, 7 Light Path, everything with innovation. Everything with cutting edge tech. Larry Ellison, 7 Light Path with Oracle. Again, everything with technology. Yo, Morgan Moore with $8. Thank you. 8/28/1990, personal year. 9 heading into my horse year 2026. How should I apply my focus to hone in on that 28 energy? So your year really doesn't start until after your birthday. Your year really doesn't start after your birthday next year, brother. So again, it sucks. It sucks. It is what it is, but that's the way. So again, for example, me, when I'm turning 36, I'm a 1 light path. I will be going to a 9 year until my birthday as well. My birthday, July 20, 2035 is when I go to a 1 year. Before that, I'll be in a 9 year. So this is what we all go through. When you're 1 light path, when you turn 36, before your birthday, you're usually always in a 9 personal year. So again, your year really starts after your birthday. So before that, you shouldn't really start new things. You shouldn't take any risks. You shouldn't, all of the stuff that you want to start should be started now. And then after your birthday, then you can go into those new beginnings. How to get a detailed reading from you, GG33logic.com, link in bio, link in description. I do this for a living, guys. I do this shit for a living. What does it mean when your mom was pregnant at 33 and your father was 33 when having you? There's a connection there. It definitely is a connection there. Doesn't make you 33, but it's a little bit of 33 in you, right? You get a little bit of something from there. So for example, my mom was in a 33 personal year when she had me. Does that make me a 33? No, but it's there's definitely something, right? It's something at least. Do 5s like 9s back, or 9s just like 5s and 5s don't like them back? 5, you think 5s don't like attention? You think 5s don't like being followed and praised? They love it, bro. They eat that shit up. They might not, they absolutely love it, bro. 9 and 5 is a very good combination for that exact same reason. 2030 is a 5 universal year. Does universal year tell you something about what to expect in your enemy year? Dragon here. More so, not as much as it does of your personal year. Of your own energies, they supersede by a lot. What can you say about Messi and his wife? They are 1 and a 9, still married. Yeah, and they got married in 2017, I believe, in enemy year. Fortune Nicosi, how you doing, Taavet? Doing cool, doing good, bro. 5s are stupid as fuck. No, bro. 5s are actually very, very smart. Only if they learn. So 5s have the ability to actually, process information very fast. 5s are very open-minded, guys. Would you believe that the people who get readings the most out of all the thousands full readings I've done, the 1 hour readings, I think the number 5 comes up the most. 5 and 7, right? 5 and 7 can make sense. These numbers are very open-minded. They are intrigued in this kind of knowledge. They always pick this stuff up, right? But see, a lot of 5s, they take time to evolve. A lot of people who have 5s, they get better with age, right? 5 is the number change. So people who have 5 light paths, a lot of times when they're younger, they might seem like they're stupid, they might seem like they sleep. So it takes time for them to, get better and better, but they do it better than most. They do it better than most. What's the effect of being born in your enemy country? You get held down. More unluck. You should move. That is what it is. The Matrix trying to hold you down. They're trying to stop you from being great. You can think about it like that. Is there a specific LP order in reincarnation? I know Gary's real 9 is the youngest. So I don't think so. I don't think it's static. I think it's dynamic. I also don't think just because you're a 9, I don't think it's a guarantee that it's your first reincarnation. I don't think anyone here is going through a first reincarnation right now. You know why? Because I don't think there's new souls coming into this matrix. I think there's only souls going out. I believe this matrix, this virtual reality. You're 7 and 5. I like this stuff. Of course you do. Of course you do. I'm not making anything up that I say. I base it off facts, literally. So people who are 7s and 5s, get readings almost the most from me. That's just how energy works. 9s, a lot of 9s as well. A lot of 9s are interested in this information as well. And for a 9 to learn numerology astrology really puts them on a good path. It really, when nines get, you know, this sort of information, it just evolves them and they get so much hate than any other 9. If you're in a cycle 7, it's good to get married? No, bro. No, you do not get married in a 7-year cycle. Do you think life path 9 born on 7th is good for me to get into numerology? Yes, bro. I was just saying. The 7, 9, when we talk about life path, when you talk about like picking one number, then the 5s and 7s get the readings the most. But this combination, 9 life paths born on the 7th, 7 life paths born on the 9th, I see them so much, bro. I see them so much coming through for me in these readings. I have so many questions. I know, bro. The funny thing about numerology and the stuff we do here, the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know shit. Because the more you're learning, you're starting getting new questions you never even considered before, right? 7 life path in my 11 personal year. What a crazy year for information. Yeah, use it well. Use this well. You get that 11 year, you know, you can really evolve your mind. You can really take the next step and, you know, really ascend spiritually. Why are goats the second best at the cult? You look at their eyes, bro. Look at their eyes. Father and son are both are born in each other's enemies. Son 9 life path and father 3 life path. You need to give me the full birthdays if you need want to ask real questions. I can't, you know, I can't do this stuff based on breadcrumbs. What do you think about the 144,000 souls reaching enlightenment? I think that's a different thing. I think the 144K, you know, is like souls that come in here with a mission. I think these are the mercenaries. I think a lot of us here are a part of the 144. People who actually put in work to help others. People who actually try to make this world a better place. People who feel a sense of mission instead of just playing the game. So that's the 144. Word, I've been watching GG33 back to back and came across your channel. Welcome, bro. Welcome. 2027 is a universe 11 cycle. No, it's 11 universe a year, not just a cycle. Yo, Maggie with the 10 bucks. Appreciate it. Female 516 1977. What's in store for me now and the future? Thank you very much for your time. So let's see what's in store for you right now. Looking at your birthday, you right now might be a lot of changes in your life, a lot of ups and downs. You really need to keep it moving. You have one of those birthdays you won't do well being in one place stuck. You gotta always change, you gotta switch things up. You always gotta keep, you know, how can I put it? You gotta always be like water. You gotta be like water. You can't be stagnant in one place. You gotta always change, always look for that change. What's looking out for you in the future? You're gonna become more spiritual the older you get. Every single year that goes by, you're gonna get more spiritual, and then, you know, in your 50s and your 60s and your 70s, Maggie, you might even be a spiritual leader. You might be, you know, you might be the one in front of the camera doing stuff like that. Maggie, your future has a lot in store for you. Some of the best years in your life are still coming up for you, and you're gonna be someone who feels a strong sense of mission, who wants to help people and make the world a better place. You're gonna have people coming to you for guidance, coming to you for advice. You're gonna have people opening up to you, and you are gonna feel a strong sense of mission of helping them and being a light in the darkness. That's what's coming, looking out for you. So right now you are a snake in a snake year. Use this well. The next, you know, 3.5 months you have. Do something, right? Take the action, go big, and do a little bit of everything. See, Maggie, you are now in a 3 personal year cycle. So right now you should really do a little bit of everything. When people go through a 3-year cycle, that's the time to multitask. That's the time to be a jack of all trades kind of person. Try everything, figure out what you like, and then those are gonna open the doors and bring new opportunities in. 10/24/1994 dropped the knowledge on me. I'm stuck in between traveling, paying a debt to receive food in November or work, and financing a new car. I hit a deer on 10/2 for the second time this year. SMH, bad karma, bro. If you're hitting deers, if you're hitting animals, that's your bad karma. Karma. You see how cars are linked with karma? A lot of people who have, you know, car trouble and who have like car accidents, it's just their karmic debt, bro. So again, you're hitting a deer is not good, bro. Not good. Drive safer. No, don't be on the phone. Don't be on the phone when you're driving, right? So you are also a 3 life path. I was also just talking about the 3 energy. You are the type to do a little bit of everything. You're also born at 24th and a dog. Do you have kids, Bran? I hope you have kids, because if you don't, there's always gonna be a piece of you missing. If you don't have kids with such a birthday, there's always gonna be a piece in you missing. It's never gonna be, you know, complete. You're always gonna feel like, you know, something's missing, something's not right, something, you know, more that you want, right? So you being with 3 life path, born on the 24th, the people around you really define you in many, many ways. Your friend group, your network, your family, you know, these are kind of the, you know, how to say, the ones who influence you the most in life. So again, being born on the 24th, your family plays a huge role. If you don't have a big family, if you don't have, people in the back, if you don't have a safety net from your family, you're gonna be held back. You're not gonna do as well as someone born on the 24th who has the family energy, right? But see, if you have 6 energy and you don't have all that family love, you don't have, that warm family feeling, going home and everybody's, looking after each other, then it's part of your soul mission to build it yourself. Then it actually becomes, if you're 6 without a home and that home family energy, then it's your soul mission to build it and manifest it yourself. Make kids, have a family, and a whole new world for you begin. Make sense? Makes sense. Jeremy, June 29, 2004, fire life path on the 11th. On the 29th, Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, Monkey. I've been bodybuilding since 13. Taking steroids. Always wanted love, fame, money, especially love. Let me know. Why are you taking steroids, bro? Natty, you gotta do it natural, bro. Do it natural. Taking steroids since 13? I hope not, bro. This nigga must be buff, bro. But that's what to expect from the 29th, right? You're born on the 29th. You're gonna have it in you. So you are gonna do good with money. Fame and money is definitely in the cards for you, bro. You definitely have the potential for it. You want fame, you gotta be in a spotlight. You want money, you want fame, you want clout, you gotta be in a spotlight. Your fire life path on the 11th. Same as Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross, fire life path, born on the 11th. So again, you wanna get that, you gotta, get better at this. You gotta get better being in the spotlight and actually taking the charge. You want love, find a bro. For you, this kid is younger right now, right? So the best, let's be honest, right? You're 2004 monkey, the best woman for you will be a dragon, right? So those 2000 dragons, I understand a lot of 2004 monkeys might not want an older woman, right? And a lot of times the older woman isn't good in relationships. So the 2012s, they're too young for you now, right? So you got time, bro. You got time. Your soulmate might be born 2012, honestly. But you gotta wait, right? They're too young right now. You got plenty of time left until that, right? You got like 5-6 years until you can, mess with a 2012. But honestly, long term, that would be your best match. That would be your best match. So if you want love, don't base everything off looks. Your fire life path, a lot of time, if someone's just because someone's good looking, doesn't mean they love you who you are. If you're fire life path, you gotta find someone you can have fun with, someone you can travel with. Find a travel buddy. And a lot of times, actually, you might do well looking at the birthday, finding a foreign woman. If you're, let's say, I think you're America, you pay with dollars, so you're gonna have a tougher time finding a woman in America. Instead, you should travel abroad. You should travel abroad and look for a relationship there, right? Find a foreign woman. Go to South America, go to Asia, go to somewhere else, and find a woman who's of a foreign nation, because you're a fire life path, you would do very well with that. Make sense? And you're level 29. So again, those 11s in relationships, they really want that. They really want that love. They want that emotional energy. But when you get to that relationship, it's not gonna always be good, right? That's what you gotta understand. Relationships are not always, a smooth ride. They can be bumpy sometimes. So at that moment, you really gotta handle that 11 energy, balance your emotions, and know who you're dealing with. And that's when numerology comes into play. That's when numerology really becomes a cheat code in relationships, right? This is, one of the best ways for it. So you find someone you're really compatible with, you go into the Q app, you put in your birthday, and you're gonna find your perfect match. You're Cancer, you should be with another water sign. Cancer's the best with, Scorpios, Pisces, those water signs. You're a monkey, you're best with a dragon and a rat. Those 2008 rats, 2012 dragons when they grow up, 2000 dragon. If you can deal with that, if you can deal with a 2000 dragon, very good. So your friendly energies essentially. You get a reading, you're gonna learn your friendly and enemy numbers, right? And then you're complete. Then you have the full cheat code, you have the recipe, and you're gonna have a very good relationship going forward. Can you ask Gary to stop screaming when he does his podcast? Have to turn it down a few times to take in his information when he's being yelled at. That nigga just likes yelling, bro. What can I say? He just likes it. We cats are one bad year to avoid. The ox has 4 enemy years, they're cooked. No, the ox doesn't have 4 enemy years. What are you talking about, bro? I didn't mean it like that. When I said the oxes are not gonna have the best 2029 rooster year, this doesn't mean every rooster year, right? In 2029 is not the same as 2017. 2017 is not the same as 2005. So you wanna understand why the ox isn't gonna have the best 2029 rooster? You gotta join the classes. Join G, that's in silver. That's a silver class, right? So you join that, and then you can learn why the Oxes are not gonna have the best 2029. I'm not snitching, bro. I'm not squealing. I'll give enough for reading. I'll give enough advanced information here anyways. Susanna Hasanova with £10. Appreciated. Female, 29 August 1984. Advice for career. Husband, 5th January 1978. And son, 12 November 2019. Advises they are enemy signs. So make sure they don't fight with each other. You're gonna see that early, right? Now the kid is turning 6 years old. You should see it already how they get along, right? If they're fighting, if they're going against each other, it's only gonna get worse. So you stop it early on. When you have your son and your husband as enemy signs, then you don't let it manifest. You don't let them fight. You don't let it manifest. You don't let that rift become between the two of you. And again, now he's 6 years old. It's not a big deal, but you're gonna notice. As soon as he gets older, he starts becoming more independent. He's like 10, 12, he becomes a teenager. That's when a lot of the problems, come out. So again, best advice for career. Let's check your compatibility, by the way. Susanna, let's check your compatibility, if you don't mind, because that's what the Q app is for. So let's put in your birthday. This is so easy, guys. You were August 29. So again, this is literally my favorite part of the Q app, by far. This is my favorite tool within the Q app. It's just such a cheat code, bro. It's such a cheat code. If I can get it to work. Yes, we got it. So this is literally like one of the best cheat codes ever made. This is like, how is this even public, right? How is this even like available? This is like for $35 a month, you can get access to the most advanced numerology astrology calculator ever. It's a no-brainer. And of course, guys, today what we're promoting, if you join Q app with the code Taavet, you get a free 5-10 minute consultation with me. You get a Q app, you sign up with this link, you get it for $1 cheaper, and I will personally reach out and give you that consultation. Oh no, I booked this. Let's see where you are. 1978 was that one, yeah, 1978. Did it work? What the fuck is glitching? There we go. So let's see, Susanna, how good is your match, bro? This is always so fun for me. How good is your match? We'll find out, yeah? Are they gonna be good? Are they gonna be bad? 39%, Susanna, and you have an enemy sign kid with the husband. I don't like what I see, Susanna. I do not like what I see. This opens the door for a lot of problems. It really does. I don't like it, Susanna. I'm sorry to break it to you, but this is, your relationship. Don't be surprised if it doesn't work well long term. Don't be surprised if it doesn't work out long term. And again, this might not be what you want to hear, but I ain't sugarcoating things. I'm keeping it real. You are file life path born on 29th. Advices for career. Anything that has you moving, anything that has you traveling. So some files, they work in travel agencies. Some files work in a hotel, hospitality, because you have all these people coming in. Some files, do well as a tour guide. Some files do well as a, in the airport, something like that. Or any business or any stuff that has you moving about and has the possibility to experience constant change. As a file life path, you won't do well in a, office job. You won't do well, sitting in one place, living a life routine. As a career, as a file life path, you have a career, a 9 to 5. When you clock in at 9, check out at 5 days a week, every single day, that goes every month, every year. That will never work for you, Susanna. That will never work for you. You're gonna get depressed. You have a 9 to 5, same shit every day. You're gonna come home crying, and then you have your husband and kid enemy signs fighting at home as well. Not looking good, bruv. So you wanna find work, for example, in a foreign country, move to a foreign place, these sort of things, and your husband's born on 5th as well. So honestly, the solution for you guys, I'll take it if you're from the UK, might be to move the hell away from there and actually switch up your life. Do something different, travel and experience change. When your relationship, when his kid is 6 years old, going to school, and it's like, oh, you can't travel, you can't go anywhere, he has school and stuff like that. When you get tied down like that, it's only gonna cause problems. And your husband is born on the 5th, same damn story. Same damn story for him. So honestly, the best solution for you, for your life, Susanna, moving into another country and traveling about. That's honestly the best thing I can tell you. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? Makes sense to me. Danilo with 17 Canadians. What's up, my Canadian brother? The Cat Nation. Hi, David. Could I get a reading from me? And my girl, I'm 37. And your cat as well. Makes sense, yeah? And she's 518 2000. How can a relationship thrive and how can make it work long term? Let's put it in a Q app, bro. This is what I'm here for. This is what gets me going. So you're 317. So if someone said it's a bad relationship, Archangel said it's a bad relationship. Oh, you're making bets. Guys, put your bets in. Put your bets in. Last call, last call. How good are they gonna be? Are they gonna be compatible or are they doomed? If I can pick the 1991. This is a battle. This is the first challenge. Getting the year in. Bomba Cloud. What is this, bro? What is this? So again, this is not the QR's fault. I'm making a bad promotion here. This is the app community. It's kind of botched. Monika with 23, bro, I appreciate it. I'll get to you in a second. We gotta go through Danilo first. There's a clear schedule scene, so stay tuned. I will get through all of you, don't you worry. Let's see, March 17, 99, now it works. 518, 2000. 518, 2000, Dragon. Bro, I'm a 1999 cat. I'm married to a dragon as well. That shit ain't easy all the time, is it? That shit definitely isn't easy all the time. You're 3 and a 7. Let's see. I don't think this might be like a 50. I don't think you're bad, but this is like a 50. 55. But I'm so good. Am I not good? Am I not cooking with this? I can tell the compatibility just, just by looking at that shit. So 55%. Honestly, you're in a similar boat with me. Me and my wife, we have a 60%. It's not the greatest, but there's room to work on, right? So the way you deal with dragons, bro, you gotta be extremely honorable. You wanna make a relationship with the dragon work, you gotta keep your word no matter what it is. If you break your word to her, it's over. If she loses respect for you, it's over. You're not getting it back. You need her to respect you, you respect her, and you build a relationship of mutual respect. That's how it is, mutual respect, keeping your word, keeping your promise. You break your word to her, she's gonna be gone. You break your word to her, that's gonna hurt and kill her. That's gonna destroy her, bro. If you're like lying to her and being unhonorable to her. So again, you wanna be together with a dragon woman. You gotta be very, very honorable. You gotta play the game on that side. You gotta let them lead a bit, right? With the dragon women, you gotta let them play the game. You gotta let them believe they are the leader, right? The dragon women, they like, showing their finger, they like wearing their pants, they like to feel that they are the ones in control. When really, it's the man in control, obviously. But you just gotta play the game, and I think you'll be fine. Now, Locomotive with a 12 bucks, 12 euros, appreciate it a lot. Hey, Jakubulta, get you in a second. Male, 8/28, 1992. Will I be rich in the future? Can you tell me something about my childhood? What should I look for in a woman? Should I get married one day, or is it an elf for me? Thank you, Taavet. So you are 3 life path born at 28 the monkey. Will you be rich in the future? Nigga, you should be rich now. What you mean? What do you mean, bro? So again, you're looking at your birthday. Money is not, you are 28, but you are one of those different 28s where money is not just gonna fall through the window for you. You actually gonna work for it. You have one of those birthdays, you gotta work for it and be relentless about it. It's not gonna be like, once you start working really hard, then you're gonna really tap into that 28 energy. See, some 28s, they can just sit by and just, relax, and money's gonna come no matter what they do. But you as a person, your 28 energy locomotive, you actually gotta work for it, right? You actually gotta, have a career, have to build up, you need consistency. So your 3 life path monkey, that's your weakness. You don't have enough consistency. You lack discipline. That's why you're not rich right now, because you don't have that discipline, right? So again, once you start, tapping into that discipline, yo, we got so many dollars. I'm gonna be in for hours, guys. Thanks to you. You're gonna keep me in for hours. So yeah, you wanna make your money, up your money, then you gotta really, really work for it. And then once you start building it up through consistency, then the 28 is gonna flourish. So always remember that. You gotta take action, you gotta have discipline, you can't be all over the place, and you can't lose motivation. That's the biggest thing holding back those 1992 monkeys. Lack of motivation, being all over the place, having good ideas, and not bringing those ideas to life, right? About your childhood, I think your parents had a huge influence on you, on the good side or the negative side. High chance of like an estranged parent. Like, if your parents were really good and gave you good influence, then you probably do well in life. If you had like bad parents, then they affected you a lot more than someone else. So in many ways, if you didn't get influenced by your parents, you probably get influenced from somewhere else. Maybe you had to grow up, maybe it was your friends who influenced you, maybe it was something else that influenced you. But a lot of times people with your energy, their childhood, you know, is dictated by your parents. And again, we don't really choose our parents, do we? It's kind of like rolling the dice, isn't it? So again, you just gotta deal with it. And if there is something bad in there, just gotta deal with it, bro. And just gotta get that influence somewhere else and just own up to it and don't let it affect you too much. What should I look for in a woman? Should I get married one day, or is it an L for me? You can definitely get married. You're 3 life paths. You want kids, right? You're 3 life paths. You do want to have kids. So definitely get a woman. What do you look for in a woman? Is someone you can have fun with, someone you can play with, somebody who's fun to be around. You need a woman who's also a good friend for you. That's what you need in a relationship with your energy. I have a friend who's a 5 life path. Would you recommend him to be a day trader? He was born on date. Sure. Let him join GG33, right? Join GG33. Oh, Nika with 20 euros, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Can you give me advice for this coming 2026? I'm born December 12, 1994. 9 life paths, Sagittarius. You're the dog. I live in France. So let's see. You are 2026 will be a very good year for you for anything with home and family. You're going to 6th personal year. This is a very good time for you to move into new house, move into new place, have a kid, have a child. Again, you're born at 12. I'm talking about kids. I'm talking about kids all day here, but it's the 15th, isn't it? 1 plus 5 is 6. So today's date. So advice for this coming 2026. Take that action, bro. Take that action. Take responsibility. Be ready for new responsibilities to come in. Own up to it. You know, go into 2026 thinking like, how can you do more? How can you take more? How can you take more responsibility? How can you get more weight on your shoulder? That's what you're gonna need to do in 2026. You gotta own up to it. You can't be a 9. You know, a lot of 9 life paths, they don't want responsibility. They don't want, you know, responsibility. They don't want any of these sort of things. They want to push it away. But you in 2026, when you want to dominate, you gotta man up and you gotta take some weight on your shoulder. Own up to responsibility. Do well with it. You know, consider others. Help others. You know, don't just be service to self. Have a service to others mindset throughout 2026, and I think you can do really, really good. This is a very good year for you. The dogs and the dogs are gonna have amazing 2026. The dogs are gonna have a 2026 like, you know, few other years have been before. Really, the dogs are gonna have a amazing horse year, absolutely killer. Literally one of the best years of your life coming up. But again, gotta make it happen. You can't just expect things to fall through the window. You gotta live your life in such a way so the big moments line up with your friendly years. So 2026, that's when you go big. That's when you start new things. That's when you manifest that change. So right now you're in a 5-year. You have been through many years changes in this year, and will continue to do so for the next 2 months. But as soon as you get to that 6th personal year and the horse year starts as well, take it down a notch. Be more grounded. Don't, you know, less traveling, less changes, and just work with what's given to you and just go all out with it. Does that make sense? You live in France. France is a rooster, I believe, so you don't really get any benefits from there. So if you're born near a dog, you really have a lot of options in Europe. Spain, found it near a horse. Italy, found it near a dog. Greece, found it near a tiger. So if you're a dog living in France, I see no point you being there, bro. I see no point you living in France if you're surrounded by your friendly energy. Austria, found it near a horse. Poland, found it near everywhere you look is friendly energy all across the board, right? Spain, Italy, Greece, what else you need, bro? So actually 2026, I would highly recommend for you to go into one of those countries, move there, make a big shift in your life, because in a 6th year, move a new home in a 6th year, new house, that makes sense. Making a big shift like that in your friendly year is gonna really make a good imprint. If you're just gonna live in France, do the same shit you did every year, you're not gonna see that much of a difference. That makes sense? That makes sense. Acapulco Beach with 10 bucks. 7/13, 1999. What number should I watch out for since I'm a 3 life path with 4 energy most? All of my exes were 13 life paths or 13 day born. Again, this is public. I'm happy I can talk about this. This is good. So you being a... Wait, let me confirm this. Yeah, you being a 3 life path, your enemy is with the 4 life path. So when you're born on a 13th, this doesn't mean that you own enemy. It just means you have a balance of both sides. So if you're 3 life path born on a 4th, you have to work hard and play hard, right? You can't be one of those people who is like just doing one. You can't be all work, you can't be all play. You need to do a little bit of both. You need to balance both sides, bro. But see, your exes being 13 life paths, that's a 4 life path. So it makes sense, they're your exes. So these are the people to watch out for. Anyone who's a 4 life path, you should not be in a relationship with. Don't get married, don't date, don't even sleep with someone who's a 4 life path. Not gonna be good. And then you're born on the 13th, so 4 is enemies with 3. Whenever it's the 3rd, 12th, 21st, 30th, not the best days for you. People born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, 30th, not the best either. You see, the enemy signs, enemy numbers are kind of flip for you, right? You're 3 life path, enemies with 4 life path, born on the 13th, and enemies with the 3rd, 12th, 21st, 30th. That makes sense? These are the numbers to watch out for, bro. England Cowboy with a $10. You in America, but your name is England Cowboy. How does that make sense? What's good, Catman? Me and my girl, a very good match, both compatible in the bedroom and in public. Thinking of marrying her next year. My birthday is 7/8/1998 and hers 8/27/2000. You up for a test? You believe you're such a good match? Let's test it. Let's test it out. You ain't know until you know, right? You don't know until you check. So you are July 8th, yeah? July 8th, 1998, so you're a 6 life path tiger, bro. You are a 6 life path tiger. So it's funny, the 6 life path tigers, usually tigers aren't the ones who want to get married. Usually it's very hard to hold down a tiger. It's very, very difficult for a tiger to like live a quiet family life. But if you are a 6 life path, you can actually pull it off, unlike most tigers. But you see, again, you're getting married. Don't just settle down. Don't get married for the sake of settling down and living a quiet life. You still need that excitement. You still need that adventure. You still need to do a little bit of everything. Tigers need excitement in their life. Tigers need adventure. Tigers need some adrenaline in their blood. You know what I'm saying? So as a tiger, even when you get married, even when you get older, let's say you have kids, you still need some adventure. Because if you don't, you're gonna get depressed. And you know what a lot of tigers do at that point? A lot of tigers go for a bottle to mask, the stuff that's lacking in their life. I've seen it too many times. A tiger lives a boring life and they don't know anything else to do but to start drinking, to forget about it. Not good, fam. Not good. Why does this shit not work, bro? There we go. So, you sure you have a good match? England Cowboy, you said you're both really compatible. Are you sure about that? Let's put that to the test. So let's see. Let's put the bets in. That's a 1 life bet and a 6 life bet. Tiger and a dragon. It's not bad, definitely. 71! There you go! Oh, wait. I made a mistake. No. I thought so. I thought 7 days is too much, bro. This doesn't work, bro. There we go. 71. That was not a 71. You have more like a 50-60, bro. 47, so I write about 50. So you see, you're good, compatible match in the bedroom and public. Thinking of marrying her next year. Let's see, the person years, you're in a 6 years, she's in an 8 year. You can definitely do it. If you want to get married, the next year is definitely a good year. So when you have a kid, it's going to be very important. So what's even more than a marriage for a union is having a kid. When you have a kid, next year you should have put a baby in her, bro. You should have a horse kid. Then that's gonna be very good. But again, do you want, when you have a kid, the woman takes a lot of new energy from the baby, right? So when your wife is a dragon and you give her a horse baby, you gotta understand that's gonna make you more compatible with her. That's gonna boost up your relationship. But at the same time, she's gonna be much more stubborn. As a 1 life path dragon woman with a horse firstborn, you in for it, right? But honestly, you have a 1 life path dragon woman and you're doing really well with her. You know what that tells me? That tells me you're a proper man, bro. You are an alpha. You are someone, you keep it down. You keep it real. You're not a beta, bro. Because a 1 life path dragon would never go for beta. 1 life path dragon, they despise beta men. They despise weak men. So if you have keeping it down, even though you have a 47% compatibility, but you're holding it down so well, props to you, man. You're holding it down. And I don't know how to deal with the dragon women, bro. My wife is a 2000 dragon. I know how you deal with them. I gotta say, bro. I know. Respect, bro. Respect. You know what I'm saying? Yo, MMK with 20 euros. I appreciate it. 327 2000. Dragon male born South Africa, but live in Germany. Mother is born 327 1977. Interesting. Brother born 318 2019. What will you say about me? You said once about dragons will return back. Can you tell more about it? Bro, we see again such an advanced past life connection. You are born 327, your mother's born 327, and your brother's born 318. Your souls are connected. It's a beautiful thing, bro. It's a beautiful thing to see. You reincarnating within the same bloodline every single lifetime together once again and again and again. This is an amazing thing, bro. I love to see these connections. So you born in South Africa, congratulations for getting out of there. You know why? South Africa is a dog. You are a dragon. You never could have done well in South Africa. Never. Very good that you got to Germany, which is a horse nation. You don't really get any too great benefits from there. But at least you got out of the dog nation, bro. At least you got out of the dog nation. So I'm very happy to see that. And you are a 5 life path. Guys, does it make sense from a numerology perspective that a 5 life path is born in South Africa, but then now lives in Germany? Does it make sense, guys? So very good. You will do well in Germany. I believe that's the place for you to be, even though it's not your compatible sign, but still, as a 5 living in a foreign country, very, very good. And your brother is enemy signs with your mom, right? So I touched on this about before. People who have enemy signs in the family, you just gotta make sense. You just gotta make sure they don't fight too much with each other. And you gotta make sure it's not the mother cannot too much influence the son what they are supposed to do in life. What that makes sense. Because what's gonna work for the snake is not gonna work for the pig. So if they grow up and the snake mom is telling the pig son, go to this school, get this job, and you know the pig son goes with it, it's not gonna be as great, right? It's not gonna be as good, and he's not gonna be happy with it. I've seen the examples so many times, guys. You know, enemy signs influencing their family, and they go with it, and then they're struggling, and they're like, you know, it's your own choice, right? It's your own choice to follow that at that point. So again, you as a 327 dragon, I want to talk about you more. So you are 5 life path born at 27. That 5 and 9 combination is very, very good, especially for traveling. You should never stop traveling. You know, a lot of doors for you will unlock when you're on the move, when you're on the go, when you're experiencing constant change, right? So you are 5 life path and the 27. What this energy combination does is you go all across the world and you take a little piece from everywhere. You take a piece from here, you take a piece from there, you take a piece from there, and it's all gonna build you up and into a more and more interesting person, into a more and more fulfilled and compatible. You know, that's the cheat code for the 5-9 combination. If you don't do it, if you're stuck in one place, you're gonna be, you know, running a loop and you're never gonna evolve. 5 life paths are the ones who always look for that change, who always look for that next step. You know, 5 life paths is the number change, right? 5 numbers of life paths evolve. Evolve starts with the 5th letter. But you're also born at 27, so you are very, very adaptive. Your environment really is key for you. The people you're around by, your environments, your surroundings, that's what defines you. That's what literally defines who you are as a person, right? If you're around good people, you're gonna be good. If you're around negative people, it's gonna be bad. Think about it like this, bro. If you're around people who are into finance, you're gonna be into making money. You're gonna wanna start a company. You're gonna be doing business. If you're around people who are, you know, drinking all day, you're gonna be like them, right? So this is for all of your family, right? I'm giving you a 3-in-1 because your mom's born on 27th and your little brother born on the 18th. You gotta look at that brother, bro, and really put him on a good path. So if the mother is the enemy side, you gotta take it to your own hands in many ways as well, in sense to make sure where he's getting influenced by. He's 6 years old. Where is that 18th born? Where is he getting influenced by? Who is influencing him? Is it gonna be you? Is it the family? Or is it the society? Is it the environment that's influencing him? And in 2025, we don't want any of our kids to be influenced by the fucking environment, do we? Or the society, or the media, or the schools, all that bullshit. Nothing like that, bro. You gotta make sure this kid has good influence and a good mentorship going forward. Because other than, if not, he's gonna just grow up on the streets and he's never gonna be good. That makes sense? The Europe is crazy with the dog twine. It really is. It really is. Still keen on how you choose to stream today since a 6-7 day. How do you decide to apply the energy for this day? Bro, it's a 7 day. I'm here to teach. What do you mean? It's super obvious, right? It's a 7 light per day. I'm here to teach. So guys, let's see some questions. I'm gonna try answer all of them. I'm done with the super chats now for up to this point. If you want a reading, $8 or above. If you want a full reading, my link is in a bio. We'll go through everything. And guys, if you join QApp with my code, you get a free 5 to 10 minute consultation with me. As simple as that's a very good deal. It's never been offered before. This is a brand new thing we coming out today. Put in the code when you join in QApp and you're eligible. I'll contact you myself and we're gonna have a reading. 5-10 minute reading. Let's see now. Copy that, makes sense. You're welcome, Anika. You're welcome. What is the 28th enemy number? It's 9, bro. 28 is still a 1. No more for 50%. Yeah, 50%. Yeah, you guys were accurate. You guys were very, very accurate. Basilisk, me 2009, 1996. Mom is 2002, 1973. Ox and a rat. Beautiful to see. Very good combination. Both born on the 20th. Again with the past life connection. You're both born on the 20th. That shows. That shows your souls are connected. I'm April 17, 1994. She's 27 November 2001. Are we compatible? Put it in the QApp, bro. Get the QApp. Join it with my link. You get a compatible. You get access to the tool, and you get access to the compatibility calculator, and you get a reading with me, bro. Does it make sense where dragons have wings? They gotta keep moving and flying. Exactly. So dragon is the only sign. This was the question before. I forgot about. I got sidetracked. Sorry, it's the 3 energy, me guys. Can be all over the place. Onika. So no, it wasn't Onika. Where was it? Where was the guy asking about the dragon? I can't find it anymore. There was a super chat asking me about dragons and dragons going back. Who was that guy? Give me a shout out. Much love. Appreciate it, bro. Look at Lightpath 2, Taavet is good. 9 and 6. Yeah, I can't get into that too much, bro, can we? Or did Gary make the public? Did Gary make 9 and 6 public? There you go, guys. Gary's just releasing information. He's putting it out there for you guys, isn't it? Makes sense why dragons have to travel. Yeah, 5th sign. 100%. They have the wings all over the place. Dragons don't do well sitting in one place for too long. They really don't. I'm a 4 Lightpath monkey in America, yes sir. Good place to be, bro. Is in EU good state for a pig? EU has some good states for a pig, bro. And my favorite one has to be... Let's see. Portugal. You guys been to Portugal? Everyone's ever been to Portugal? This is founded. You're the pig. There you go. If you're a pig, if you're born near the pig, born near the goat, born in the you're the cat, Portugal is one of the best countries for you, bro. In Europe, at least. That pig energy. And in Portugal, they have. How do you know? Again, once you start reading into the countries, once you start reading into the signs, you guys will notice there's a lot of these, links that the main capital and all the cities have the friendly energy in there as well. Lisbon, in Portugal, capital, is a cat. Look at that. Lisbon is a cat. So we have in Portugal found it near a pig. Lisbon found it near a cat. Checks out. Pretty good combination, does it? Got a 9 life path. Still use the 28 if they have master numbers. So you can use when you're a 9 life path. The 28th of the month is not bad for you. When you're a 9 life path, the 28 is still really good, bro. This is not an enemy for you. If you're born on the 9th, 18th, 27th, that's when the 28th, is not the 20th of the month is not the best for you. Is it possible that a vehicle has an enemy year and get into an accident? Yes, bro. You don't have to look for that. What's the call? What's the Need for Speed guy, bro? What's the guy who did the Need for Speed movies? Oh, that Fast and Furious. Paul Walker, born year of the ox, 1973, crashed in a Porsche, found it near a goat. We see these signs way too many times, guys. Way too many times. Do not drive the enemy sign car. I actually gave a reading to a woman who was a 33 life path pig. So she was born 11/4/1971. 11/4/1971, 32 life path pig. She was disabled in a wheelchair, guys. And I was in a part of the reading. I'm telling her, don't drive a Lexus. That's a snake. Guess what she told me? She had a crash in a Lexus that left her disabled. Don't say I didn't warn you, guys. Don't say I didn't warn you. The Mariners, Mariners win the whole thing. You guys are welcome. Founded 1977, aren't they? Founded 1977, aren't they? Makes sense. We knew that shit already, bro. We are on that, bro. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Ain't no surprises here. What's up, Taavet? What's up? What's good, chat? What's good, my cats? How many cats do we have here? Anyone who's a cat, let me know. How many cats are in here? Okay, thank you, Mr. Taavet. We'll get an $8 reading soon. Cash App in my country doesn't work. Get the full reading, bro. Get the full reading if you want a reading, honestly. The full reading, life-changing. A lot of people in this chat already said who have gotten reading with me, we go through everything, right? We go through everything in a 1 hour reading. It's just so much information, you're gonna be overwhelmed with it. McLaren is an ox. Let's check it out. You're a cat, Emilio. Shout out to Emilio, my cat. Trip, guys. I have a plan. Let me know all of your Chinese zodiac signs. Let me say, everyone post, what's your Chinese zodiac sign? We're gonna see that maybe we find something. What is your Chinese zodiac sign? Write it down in the chat. Let's find out. Let's find out who we got in here. Taavet, please explain silver and bronze package. What's included? What is different? So bronze has all the different classes for all the numbers, all the signs, all the Gary's classes that he's done there over the years, right? And then in silver, you have a little bit more. So again, silver and bronze, you know, they're more or less the same thing compared to gold. Gold is the real, when the real magic happens. Yo, we got beats with a cat, Maddie with a cat. Let's go. We got dragon in there, some oxes, goats up. Yeah, Chris, you're the only goat in here so far. We got some dogs. We got a lot of dogs. A water horse, dragon, horse, Emilio, a cat, wise monkey, dragon. Yeah, you know, I'll get to you. Beats is a cat. We got some monkeys in here. But only one goat, bro. Chris G, you're the only the sheep server. You're the only goat in here. A lot of cats. Makes sense. A lot of cats come and join in the cat stream. Of course. A lot of dragons in here as well. Let's go. A lot of love from my dragons, bro. A lot of dragons in there. Let's go, man. A lot of dragons. Respect to my dragons. Some rats. PH with who's a tiger. Garten, a rooster. So a rooster is gone missing in the cat stream. Is how you went up here. Thank you for the knowledge. You're welcome, bro. 7 life pad on the 28 outs. Catch you on the next one, my rat. Monkeys. Got some horses in here. Do you have another goat in? Oh, Reda. You're not alone anymore, Chris. You got a Reda in here as well. Hopefully no rooster. No, roosters are good, bro. I get along great with roosters. So again, I'm very good with roosters. Honestly, my father is a rooster. So, new information. My father is born 1969, you're the rooster. So my father is my enemy sign. And again, I've noticed in life, I do really well with oxes, roosters, and snakes. Honestly, get along with them great. I see, I haven't really had many problems with roosters. Aside from my father. That nigga went out to get cigarettes, never came back. Yeah, I might be black as well, bro. My dad went to get milk, never came back. But that's what happens when you have a, enemy sign parent. So again, you guys do not want these problems in your own life. Do not have kids in enemy year. As easy as that. Maddie with another 10 bucks, 921, 1987, 1 life by cat. Anyways, you can give a channel. I'd like to know if you can say anything about my childhood and where to live. So your childhood, I believe the social aspect was very important in your life. Kino, I'll get to McLaren. I got some super chats here to do. I got work here to do. So Maddie, your childhood, what do you want to know about it? I think the social aspect was always very important for you, on a good side, on a bad side. Your friends were in many ways like a family for you growing up, and it was not always good, right? A lot of gossip, fake friends. These were the biggest setbacks in your life growing up. You were definitely always a high energy kid. A 1 life by cat on the 21st. You did not do well sitting in one place being quiet, did you? You did not do well with that, did you? So you being a 1 life by cat woman, you are someone who likes doing things their way. You're someone who likes being independent, and you should always look for independence in life. It's okay to have a relationship and have a husband taking care of you, but you always want to keep an element of your identity, who you are, being independent, getting stuff done by yourself. That's when 1 life energy really comes out to play, right? When a 1 life path is going hard, taking action, whatever it is you're doing. Right, so you are 1 and born at 21st, you're the type of person can have 10 things going on simultaneously, switching between things, doing a little bit of everything. You just gotta make sure when you start something, you finish it. You have one of those birthdays, this can be a big weakness for you, starting a whole bunch of things and then just pulling out, then getting bored with it, going to the next thing. That's a weakness. If you can fix that, you'll do really good. Maddie, remember this, when you start something, make sure you finish it. And I know you're smiling right now. I know you're smiling right now because all of these ideas you had over your life, these all come back to you now, eh? Life has sucked all the way to not too long ago. Always alone except for my kid. He's a 2 life path cat. So he's probably not a 2 then. He's an 11 life path cat, Maddie. You're not supposed to reduce down to 11. So you can't get to, there is no 2 life paths in numerology. When someone's birthday adds up to 11, you don't reduce it down further. He's an 11 life path, he's an old soul. So you have you're always alone except from a kid. I mean, you have 2 cats. If you had a kid as a cat as well, you don't need to worry about it. You got your best friend right there. Your life is good, Maddie. Your life is good. You have a kid, you're a cat, and you have a little baby cat. Enjoy. It's a bliss. You're blessed, Maddie. You're blessed. Nothing to worry about. So 1 life path, you say life sucked all the way because again, that's kind of what you signed up for as a 1 life path. That's what you signed up for, right? You gotta sometimes be more independent, do things your way. If you're a single mom raising a kid, you can actually pull it off. A lot of single mothers, mess up the kid when it's all just themselves raising it. But you being a 1 life path, I think you can actually pull it off. You can have it, doing it. So you have 2 cats as outs. What does that mean? As pets. As pets. Great. So you have 2 cats and you have a pet kid who's a cat. Sounds like a beautiful household. Sounds like a very good household. I'm happy to hear that. You're good, Maddie. I wouldn't worry about it. Looking at your birthday, you can definitely make a lot of money as well. Your money energy should be, very friendly for you. But the thing you gotta understand, you gotta do it your way. You will not make money as a follower. You will not make money taking orders. You will make money giving orders. That makes sense? That makes sense, Maddie? Yes, sir. Send him strength and protection. He needs it most of his time. 100%. Is a chameleon as a good pet for a dragon? Why not? Try it out. Let us know. You get a pet lizard. Why not? What does it mean if you sleep like a baby on 22 days? I mean, what does it mean if you sleep like a baby on 22 days? Do you remember your dreams? So again, 22 days don't have to be bad. It's just those dreams have a lot of meanings in them. Those dreams a lot of times have, hidden messages and you're being challenged and you tested. So if you sleep like a baby, you pass the test. Let's put it like this. They can't get to you. They can't get to you. Why are there god names in shapes? Sacred geometry, bro. Sacred geometry. You're going to get a full reading. You're going to enjoy it, Maddie. I look forward to it. How should move in my 9 year? Do I chill or do I close things off? Yo, Morgs, in a 9 year, you continue working on everything you started before. In a 9 year, you don't start new things, but you continue perfecting your craft, perfecting things you started before. So look, that's how the cycle goes. You have an 8 personal year, followed by the 9 personal year, right? So in an 8th year, that's when you start new things. That's when you make those imprints. That's when you get the ball rolling. And in a 9 year, you just continue working on everything you started before. You don't really make those new beginnings, make those new imprints in your 9 year. Armado, my father is, I believe, is a 33-6 life path. His birthday is 11/21/1963. How can I see 1 life path? Put some sense to him. Do not date someone from his enemy year. The cat, hey, if he's a 33-6, you can't really put sense to him. He's not going to listen to you. He's not going to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? A benefit of knowing Chinese astrology is understanding self and how to interact with others, including enemy signs people. 100%. Not just astrology, but numerology in general. Guys, we have so many things to consider. We have the Chinese astrology, Western astrology, the life path, the day they're born, their personal year. Once you know someone's birthday, you can literally tell who they are, what they're going through, and use this as a cheat code. It makes life so much easier. Do cats have some 6 energy? I mean, when you add up the word cat, it adds up to 24, isn't it? C is the third letter, A is the first letter, T is the 20th letter, adds up to 24. And guys, you know how they say cats have 9 lives? 24 plus 9, 33. That's the connection. There's the 9 lives connection, huh? Cats are adding up to 9. The cat adds up to 24 plus 9 lives, 33. Right there. So, okay, Kino, I got you, bro. I got you. Guys, do you remember the guy from last time, Mary? What the hell she's doing? What the hell she's doing? That religious girl? What you guys were in there? That shit was funny, bro. If anyone remembers that, but that shit cracked me up, bro. So McLaren, how do you type in McLaren? McLaren, let's see. This is what the Q app is for, guys. McLaren is an ox. You are correct, Kino. McLaren is an ox, but it's 1985 at 20th life path ox. So there you go, a 1 life path ox, very aggressive energy. McLaren, very fast, very aggressive energy car. You remember that? That shit was cold, bro. That shit was crazy. How they learn sacred geometry? You're doing it right now, bro. You're doing it right now. Numerology and astrology. Numerology is a part of sacred geometry. All the signs, all the words, all the shapes, all the letters, all the numbers, they all have a shape. They all have a... yeah, very good cousin. You guys know. You're OGs in here. Respect. Respect, my niggas. So yeah, what I said, yeah, you're learning the sacred geometry right now. Why do so many celebrities lie about their birthdays? Hillary Clinton, Oprah Winfrey. Bro, not just them. Almost everybody has a different birthday. A lot of them have very, very different birthdays because they're afraid. They're afraid someone's going to hex them. Honestly. They're afraid someone's going to take their birthday and do some black magic in there. You know, that's what they tell me. That's what these big names tell me. Like, so many times I get a reading for someone and I look up their birthday online. It's a completely different story, right? It's a completely different birthday online and they give a different one to me. Almost everybody's doing that, bro. So again, this is why this makes our job in a sense harder because we're supposed to be studying these people and, you know, decoding and reading. But essentially, you know, are their birthdays, is their birthday even real, right? What is the richest version of each number? What do you mean? Okay, well, I'll break it down. 28 is the richest 1 energy. 38 is the richest 11 energy. 48 is the richest 3 energy. Makes sense. You see what I'm getting at? Do I need to keep going? Do I need to keep going? Is that enough, bro? Which number should not smoke weed beside the 9? I mean, any number that's dumb. People who are dumb shouldn't smoke weed because weed, you know, it works different for every person. Some people smoke weed and it like taps them in, wakes them up, opens up the third eye. Other people smoke weed, they just become slow, tired, you know, dumb themselves down. So if you use weed, it's for the strong-minded people. Let's put it like this. 5/19, 1974, overcame simping and found my pimping in my crypto. I'm a lady's loyal as fuck. She's a 4/26, 1982. We both been killing it this year. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. What else am I gonna say to you? 2026 will be one of the best years of your life. If you think things are going good right now for you, Viking, 2026, your guys is up. Your guys is up. It's gonna be your time to shine. Go at it and get what's yours. Literally. Doesn't weed have the 19? I mean, does it have 2 E's in it? Just like third eye. Just like I has 2 E's in it. Weed has 2 E's in it. Be like that. 30 is the richest, not 48. I mean, you can't be born on a 48, can you? You know, you see what I'm getting at. You see the code I'm pulling out there. Just put an 8 in there. 30 is the richest. So again, we talk about the light path. So we talk about here. Taavet, do you know how to hex? I haven't done it. No, I don't do that shit, bro. I don't do that shit on purpose. So again, I don't want to talk about it, bro. I don't dwell into that sort of shit. Can 9s be good investors since invest starts with I in the 9th letter? Also fintech, sure. A lot of 9 life paths do good in that realm. Just gotta, you know, go with the flow. Gotta go with the flow, and you know, as a 9 life path investor, don't try to figure everything out yourself. See what other people are doing. Copy the top. Guys, this is my advice for you. If you are 9 life path or born on the 9th, 18th, 27th, if you learn from average, you become average. You learn from the best, you become the best. Your environment dictates how your life goes. The people who mentor you, the people you follow, dictate which way you're going. As simple as that. That's 9 energy right there, guys. Everything else is just, you know, built upon that base principle of adapting. Very simple. The dogs and snakes do well together. More or less neutral. Nothing too crazy there. Viking, VI, 6 kings, almost the Vikings being choose. Yeah, 100%. The tribe of Dan. All the shit. Why are they gingers? why are the Vikings gingers, bro? Of course. Of course. And again, you just look at so 9s are not good inventors. 9s aren't the good inventors. 9s are the ones who perfect things. A 9 life path isn't gonna invent a new bike. A 9 life path is gonna take a bike and make it faster. That's when 9 life path in the inventing comes in. The hexing got me too. Idea how it works, but step by step. What do you mean that hexing got me too? That shit never got me. What do you mean? I'm like. Sometimes I think about someone, when I think about someone negative, and I just see like someone fucks me up and I just see them getting hit. Like, I don't do that shit on purpose, bro. I definitely never done that shit on purpose. I don't wish ill on anyone, but it just happens, you know. Bad things happen to my enemies, you know. I can't help it, bro. If Mars rules 9, then which planet rules the 9? I'm not looking at the planets, bro. The planets, that's Indian. That's cheat numerology, bro. We're not looking at no cheat numerology. Fucking talking about planets and shit. 9 life path rules the number Mars. How can 9 rule the Mars if that's like the number of war, which is 1 energy, right? This doesn't make... This is nonsense, bro. All of the Indians, bro. The Indian people getting readings from me is the funniest because they're gonna ask me like, how is my mother's health gonna be? Bro, it's like, this is nonsense. This is what numerology is about. When will I get married? Bro, when you get married, when you go find a girl and you knock her up, that's when you get married. You know what I'm talking about? Like the numerology astrology game in India is so full of fluff, is so full of scammers that these people are getting used to it. What color should I wear to get married? Bro, you know what I'm saying? This is nonsense, bro. And then I'm there to tell them this is not how real numerology works. Yeah, that's cheat numerology, bro. That's girls astrology. Exactly, bro. 27s are the richest nines, if you say so. Indian Taavet. Do well, yeah. You guys like that? Shit, bro. But I mean, yeah. I mean, the Indians who get readings from me, they're the ones who have money. So, you know, is what it is. Guys, one more time. If you join Q app, then put in the code Taavet, you're gonna get a free consultation with me. Literally. Yeah, astronomer in India shit, thanks for the bow, appreciate it. Exactly. India getting slaughtered, he's a pig, he's a snake here, isn't it? As it should. As it should. Does 13 and 2 energy have some sort of connection, like 2 feminine energy, 13 moon and menstrual cycles? I'ma drop you something, just for you, Marian. Look at the letter B. Ah, you said it yourself. Yeah, you said it. I should have kept reading. Yeah, it definitely does. 13 and 2 definitely connected. The matrix B, it's all in there. That's why the 2 and there's no 2 life path because the 2 energy is already part of this matrix. The 2 energy is already part of the simulation. All water has 2 energy. Mother Nature, Mother Earth, that 2 energy, feminine energy, it's imprinted within the platform itself. That's why you can't be born as a 2 life path because it's part of the system. Only way to have pure 2 energy is to be born on the 2nd, or then to have a bunch of 2s in your birthday. Let's say someone's born 2022, nothing but 2 energy there. Obviously, they're going to be very tapped into that feminine energy. But yeah, it goes very deep. Is it possible to recover someone's birthday if that person for some reason does not know it? Like they have been lied to when they were born or something? Yeah, technically it could be done, but it would take me like many hours to talk with the person, go through everything, decode, and actually it takes a lot of, backtracking, and it takes a lot of reverse engineering, put it like this. I've actually had a reading. I had a reading to a guy who was like from Philippines or Malaysia. I think he's gonna remember that reading for his whole life because like 10-15 minutes into the reading, I'm like, this shit isn't adding up. This is birthday is not real. You don't have this birthday. And then I actually told him, bro, your birthday is wrong. You're actually born the next day. So he thought he was a 9 life path born on the 25th, when in reality he was a 1 life path born on the 26th. He was born like at the very end of the 9 life path day. So I'm told him that this is who you are, and then we changed the reading up. Then I started going all over the place. Everything matches, everything's good. And again, it's not just about the life path, guys. We have like advanced codes in GG33 that we don't share to the public that we can use to really test and confirm different birthdays. And that shit was golden, bro. And that's like me. When the reading is wrong, when the reading doesn't match, I'm not thinking I'm the problem. I'm thinking the guy's birthday is wrong. That's the kind of confidence I serve. But that's true. It literally was. It was insane. And the guy's whole life upside down. He always thought he's a 9. Turns out he's a 1. Everything started making sense all of a sudden. It's a very rare case, but it does happen. Aureros with MIR, 40 MIRs. What is MIR? What is this currency, bro? So 2012, 2002, what form of 9 life path am I? What's my grade? And also is 20 associated to wealth since gold? 20, if I'm not mistaken. 20 is not really associated to wealth. That's like... I wouldn't make that combination. But guys, didn't I just tell you, like I said, didn't I just show the example that people with 2 energy when they have a bunch of 2s in their birthday, and the next guy who gives a dono is 12, 20, 2002. 12, 20, 2002. You have 4 2s in your birthday, bro. What type of form 9 life path are? You are sensitive as 9 life path. You are 9 life path who gets offended way too much. Your ego becomes way too great. You take shit to the heart. You get offended at things you shouldn't. You really got a tough, and you're a horse as well. So you're stubborn and you're sensitive and you're a 9. This is a tough combination. And you're born on 20th with your 11 energy. Wouldn't want to be you, bro. Would not want to be you. Let's be honest. That's a tough combination to deal with. There can be a lot of good in that side as well. But shit, bro. That's a handful, bro. That's a fucking handful to deal with. 12, 20, 2002, 9 life path with 4 2s in your birthday and 20th with your 11 energy and you're a horse. God damn, bro. Like, pick a battle, you know what I'm saying? Pick a battle, bro. Choose one, you know what I'm saying? Choose one. No, you just want all of it, huh? You just want, you like, give it to me, bro. Give it to me. You can take it. I mean, as a 2, so you can't really be too aggressive in life with all the 2 energy. You gotta be more of a diplomat. You gotta be the peacemaker. When you throw the punch, you're gonna mess up. You're the one that doesn't start things. You finish them, if that makes sense. Bro, I hate how many of your streams I have to catch up on. Shit, bro. You're not... Shit, bro. What do I say? You ain't missing out too much, bro. It's just me talking shit, bro. At the end of the day. There's some knowledge mixed in between, but most of the time, you know... Can't be a 2, you're an 11, just to learn 2. My son, Mary, what's your son's birthday? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. One of my best friends is born 2 May 2009, light by pawn and second. Tough combination again, bro. I mean, that's not that tough. That's like way easier than the last one. He's a dragon, so 9 light by dragon with 2 energy. Very good diplomat. There will be more clips. He has to. 220 1995, she's a hell to deal with. I can bet, bro. So that's a 1 light by pig born on the 11th day. You know, God, 1 life a woman, bro. Guys, most men aren't built to take care of 1 life of women. Most men cannot deal with 1 life of women. They get intimidated by them. They get, you know, pushed aside. It's not a good time, right? So if you're dealing with a 1 life of woman, just don't get intimidated. Don't take that shit to the heart. Don't let it get to you. That's what I'm trying to say, and then you'll be fine. 8/23/2023. That's a powerful birthday. You know why? Because he's born at 23rd in the year 2023. You see how he creates the link. You see how he creates the match. That kid is gonna do good, bro. That's Kobe. You gave birth to Kobe. 8/23/2022, 11 light birth born August 23. Kobe Bryant born 8/23/1978. You gave birth to little Kobe, bro. Put him playing basketball. Put him in sports. He's gonna do great. That's gonna be an athlete if I've ever seen one. Oh, thanks for the insight. Did not usually have much issues of being sensitive, but can't say the same for ego, bro. Getting the ego is sensitive, because it's not like being sensitive of, you know, always getting offended. Sometimes you be sensitive, someone tells you something and then you're like, oh, you know, getting to it, let it get to you. It's don't let other people's opinion get to you. That's where the 2 energy comes to you, and that plays along with the ego as well. If you let other people's opinions get to you, your ego is gonna be pressed. Don't give a fuck what anyone says and you're gonna be fine. Which money number is good for 9s if 28 is off limits where 1 energy? I mean, the 28th of the month is not off limits for you, but the number 8 though is the other money number. What else? And 13. 13 is very good for 9s as well. 9 and 4, very friendly numbers. You guys know this, right? How much to GG33? Appreciate it, bro. This is the family, guys. You're all part of it at this point. Is 1 light pad and 9 light pad completely incompatible, or can the 9 light pad thrive off the 1 light pad's energy? No. Don't mess around with 1s and 9s, because you never know how it's gonna manifest. You could be in a 1 light pad in a relationship with a 9 and it's your health that suffers, even the relationship is good. You could be a 1 light path together with a 9 and it's your family starts taking L suddenly because the enemy energy starts to manifest. It's not even always about yourself anymore, always, guys. 1 life path and a 9 life path have a baby. It might be the kid who's getting hit. You see what I'm saying? Don't play around with enemy energy. Should I avoid waking up on my enemy time? Yeah, bro. You don't want to start the day under that imprint. If I'm a horse, should I start something in 1 person you're snake or 11 person you're horse here? Give me a full birthday, bro. What can I do with just, you know, your horse? I don't know anything except you being a horse. How can you give me your reading? Give me the full birthdays, bro. 6/1/2004 eclipse, 4 light by monkeys. You're born in the 1st. Very good energy, bro. You have a very good energy. We can expect big things from you, but you can't be lazy. You are one of those monkeys who actually has the discipline, has the work ethic. So you should be doing good, but being lazy is how life is gonna fall into wrecks. Does being born on the full moon make the combo worser? Was born on a full moon day to do? I mean, pick a battle, bro. It just gets worse for you, huh? It just gets worse and worse. 1/13/1994. Your rooster, go hard this year. Go hard, those roosters. Go hard. Eclipse, yes sir. Loud to hear it. Wise monkey, if you improve your health, good diet, exercise, no smoking. Bro, smoking is not bad for you, bro. Smoking organic nicotine is not actually unhealthy. So here, I'm here telling kids to smoke, right? But actually, smoking organic nicotine is much different than smoking cigarettes. Because the cigarettes have 3,000 chemicals that turn to 6,000 different compounds once you light it up. That's where the problems start to come. You know, the Indians, Native Americans, smoking tobacco for thousands of years, nobody had problems. Suddenly, big tobacco comes over at the beginning of the 19th century. Now you have problems. Now it's bad for you suddenly, right? That's a scam. On a 7-year cycle with a decreased chance of me getting sick infections. Bro, my 7 year was great. I had no health problems in a 7 year. No problems at all in the 7 year. I was working out. I was doing shit. Didn't affect me. Maybe I got the pass being a 1, bro. Maybe I'm a 111. That shit don't get to me, but it is what it is. No, I'm playing. They never take this. Never think that something doesn't get to you. If you want good tobacco, Sauvage is a good brand. Yo, we got is Justin? Is that you? Justin? Is that my nigga? Justin, is that your burner? Shilling Sauvage. Yeah, Sauvage is a very good brand. Damalt, male, February 11, 2000. I'm going to be in my 5-person year next year, so I'm a move, but what's a good profession to be in as a 6 light path 11. Partial, my lucky number also 22. So being a 6'11", one of the best professions for you will be one where you can actually help others as well. When you can make money from making the world a better place, when you can make money and actually do good, that's when you really shine. That's the kind of profession when you really come into your own and you really do well, right? When you can actually get fulfillment out of the stuff you see, when you actually see results. You will not really do well in, like, let's say, an office job or working for a big corporation when you're working every day and you're not seeing any physical results. You're the type you actually need, to see those kind of results, right? No, you told me about it when you had a reading. I was shilling you tobacco, you're not reading. That's funny, bro. Yes, that's funny. I love it. The reading with you is via Zoom. No, it's on WhatsApp usually. I don't need to see the camera. We can put it on if you want, but honestly, I just need the birthday. We do it on the phone. Is there a reason you shaped the shungite into triangles? Yeah, it's always good. I mean, I have raw as well. Just marketing, bro. Something for everybody. But yeah, does the pyramid have a specific energy? Of course it does, bro. Of course, it concentrates. It concentrates the energy. Always a reason. Just realized my hour and minutes of birth has three twos. I'm collecting twos. Goddamn, Audios. So again, maybe you all that 2 energy. Maybe that's what. I also know where Justin lives, I think. Yeah. Oh, you're from Romania. I know you. I remember you, bro. Yeah, just you have so many twos, Aureros. So maybe you are the prophet. Maybe you are the second coming of Maybe you're the next. What's it called? Maybe you are the next Moses coming here in the year 2000 here to make everybody more peaceful. Yeah. Maybe you are the 9 here to actually help people, and maybe you are the humanitarian. Aurelius, we just figured out you are the 9 that's gonna disprove everybody else. You are the 9 who's actually gonna say that you are humanitarian. Congratulations, you are the humanitarian 9. A rare breed. Let's see it. Let's go. Taavet, you're 1 light path. How are there so many 9s in here if they're enemies? I'm telling you, 1 and 9 can't be that bad of a combo. Bro, I'm not fucking sleep. I'm not in a relationship with them, am I? I'm not doing business with them, am I, bro? I'm not fucking in bed with them, am I? I'm not mixing with these 9s too much, you see? Are we talking here? It's all good, bro. You 9s, of course you can learn. I given readings to so many 9s. I've never had a problem. Never once had a problem. Okay, actually, no, the cap. 2 problems I had in the readings were both double 9s, bro. And these people were fucking messed up in the head. I will never remember this shit. There was a woman who was a 9 life path born on the 9th. We talked for like hour 50 minutes. Everything was good. Fucking beautiful. She loved it, happy, talking, giving her, answered all the questions. And then 2 days later, she starts sending emails to Gary and GG33 management how bad of a reading it was, that she didn't get anything. I'm like, are you fucking insane? I think she was just trying to scam and, get the money back. But bro, those double 9s, bro. Double 9s is a different story, bro. Double 9s definitely have problems with. 1 and 9, absolute worst combo. I know someone born at 19th, their mother died, we're giving. God damn, I didn't want to say that. Even I'm a 9, and 9s piss me off. Yeah, everybody gets pissed off by the 9s, bro. Everybody. But again, there's good 9s as well, bro. I'm not one of these who say all of them are bad. I can't say I'm a humanitarian from a family of a capitalist. Sorry, had to be honest. Shit, bro. Shit, you ain't get that either, bro. What are you gonna do then? Taavet, which country do you live in? Estonia, bro. I'm from Saaremaa. I'm from Kuressaare, bro. Is 7 personally bad for 7 light path? I mean, it's your own energy. It can be amplified. It can definitely amplify those weaknesses, but it can also tap you in on a good side. It's not necessarily bad for you. It's just your own 7 energy is going to be amplified. So if you can deal well with the 7 energy, no problem. But if you can't, then the problems might start to appear. Guys, once more, check the Q app, guys. Join Q app with the code Taavet, and you get a free 5-minute consultation with me. Literally, you join Q app like everybody else, but as a bonus, because you use my code, you get a consultation. I'm gonna reach out and we're gonna have fun, right? I'm gonna walk you through the Q app, tell you everything about it. This is literally such a game changer, bro. Look at any birthday. Let's take a random birthday. Let's see. Free reading. Who's getting? Give me a birthday. Next birthday who gets put in there, gonna get into the queue app. Next birthday that gets commented. I'm needing hop solo. Let's go, bro. I deal with 7 energy, not too much injury, so I'm smiling. Good, bro. Good for you. Keep it up. Let's see your birthday. The chat is delayed, so let's see what pops up. 11/13/1999. Emilio, you're the first one. Sorry, everyone else. You're sloppy seconds, bro. You ain't getting it till Emilio won. 11/13/1999. Oh, cat. Of course, a cat gets it. Of course, a cat gets it. Yeah. You're 6 life. Oh, wait, this is glitching again. This bomba club. Yeah, 7 life path cat. You're here to gain knowledge, evolve the mind, and teaching others. So again, I can't show you all of it because I'm in the lifetime. We have a lot of advanced stuff in here. But you know, cats. Look, you have the insight for the 7 life path. A cat, Scorpio. Everything is in here, bro. You can take any birthday you want. We can go through all of the hundreds you commenting here and just give you the full reading right here. And that's what it. Can't say cats either, man. I can't blame you, bro. Some of these cats are annoying as fuck, bro. Even though, bro, it's just, let's be honest. Like, cat men are very different from cat women. Have you guys noticed that? Cat men and women, very, very different creatures. Very different creatures. I'll put it like this. 1 second. I'm gonna cook up a clip for you guys. So I have 3 cats myself. I have 2 boys and one girl who are cats, right? And, it's the male cats are the ones who are chill. Male cats just want to kick it back, relax, they chill out, right? The female cats are the ones always up to something. The female cats all about drama, beef, blah, 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 it's very different thing, right? You saying the different thing, you say cat women aren't too bad, but men are bitchy. Different sort of experience for me, bro. Difference for me. I mean, cats are annoying. Cats are by far the most annoying sign. Someone has to be it, right? Don't get offended by saying cats are annoying. Own up to it. Fuck yeah, we are annoying. Fuck yeah. Throw one more freebie. Yeah, but again, every sign has their own thing. So if I'm saying, the tigers are the dumbest, don't get offended by that, because out of all the 12 signs, one has to be the dumbest, right? You know what I'm saying? Snakes are the wisest, don't get offended by it, because one sign has to be the wisest. If we say one sign is the richest and we see the goat date sign, then don't get offended by it, right? Someone has to be, there's always going to be one at the top, one at the bottom, right? The cats definitely got the W for being the most annoying, bro. Definitely, because they got the mindset. When a cat wants to be annoying, they're gonna double up being annoying, right? They're gonna be the... Cats are annoying on purpose. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Cats are playing mind games. Cats, entertain themselves by being annoying. When the cat is being annoying at you, when you think the cat is being annoying, it's just having fun at your expense. It's just having fun on your expense, bro. Especially with kids, guys. You have a cat as a kid, you're gonna be in for it, bro. You're gonna be in for it then. Guys, join the Q app with my code. I'm shilling it one more. This is the whole team of today's live. This is the whole team for the podcast. Join with my code, and you get a free consultation. Does the 19 become a 1 day? Yup. If you're born on the 19th, you get the part of that 1 energy. John Jones, born on the 19th, very good fighter, isn't it? Very good fighters. A lot of 19, that's the good side as well. Even the number 19 has positive sides, and they come from being a 1, right? So people born on the 19th, they're leaders. They can take accountability. They go hard. They do the thing. That's the 1 energy. They still get the good side as well. It's not just bad being on the 19th. There's a lot of good that comes out of it as well. The bad side comes from usually past life karma, either with the health, either with the parents, either with the family, or anything like that. Can you put 25/6/2003 into Q app? I got you, bro. I got you. Was it 2003? My goat. You get the Q app, guys. You should get it yourself. 9 life back goat. Is it correct? 625. 9 life back goat and a cancer. Very emotional combination. Not the hardest combination either. Does the code work if I already have the Q app? Nope. you gotta join there. I'm sorry. Most of you guys, this is probably a bad place to shield this code. I gotta post it on my IG or something. But yeah, if you have it already, this doesn't work. But we'll come up with something. We're gonna have consultations within Q app as well. You're gonna be able to ask, like, get the Q experts in there to talk with you. We're gonna have even a live chat. Can you believe that? Anyone in the Q lifetime? We're currently working on a live chat option, so you can ask a Q expert, you know, a couple of times a day, anything you want to ask. Right there in the Q app. Talk to me, talk to one of my colleagues. You know, we got a whole bunch of people in there, right? So that's gonna be in there, and you know, definitely look forward to that. We're definitely gonna be doing like some Q readings in there as well. Have an option to like schedule a full reading within a Q app and these sort of things. A lot to look forward to. 5/4/1994. What can you tell me about love life? What numbers am I compatible with? And the least. Also on a 2001 snake is new to energy. So sorry, you're a file life path. So sorry to break it to you. I cannot get into your friendly and enemy numbers for $10. You want to learn your friendly and enemy numbers, is 233, bro, because that's the reading. In a full 1 hour reading, you're gonna get all of your friendly and enemy numbers, all the good, all the bad. We go through everything. $10 is not enough for me to leak NDA in front of, you know, all these people, bro. $10 is not enough for me to leak the NDA in front of all the other viewers, bro. I'm not gonna do it, I'm sorry. But what about love life? You are 5 life path, born on the 4th. Don't chase women, bro. Focus on yourself. All that 5 energy, the women, they're gonna set you back. They're only gonna set you back. Focus on yourself. Be the best version of yourself, and then you get that sound. Then you get that love life. You have to be the best version of yourself, because if you have parts in you that you feel that are lacking, they're just gonna. Then you're just wasting time chasing women, bro. Then you're just wasting time chasing tail. You, with your birthday, focus on yourself, king. The less time you waste on, you know, women, the more time you have for yourself. Let's put it like this. But again, you're 5, you know, don't love life, you need to be getting laid. If you are 5 life path, you need to be getting laid, otherwise you get depressed. And for that reason, it is important to have someone, you know, good in your life taking care of your needs, so you don't go looking for the places you shouldn't. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of 5s get messed up because they look for that shit in places they shouldn't. Only opens problems. Looking at birthday about love life, obviously the horse is the best for you. 2002 horse, one of the best combinations. 1998 tigers are good. 2002 horses are very good as well. Very, very good as well. Is it possible to apply energy to different times of the day? Yes, sir. Get the Q app. I mean, not the Q app. Get the reading. In my reading, we explain to you all the times, right? How how the energy times work, how the good times, good months, good years, all of that stuff, right? You get it in the readings. 11/24/1990 and compatibility. Let's do it, bro. Fuck it. Let's do it. Jacob, this is a game. This is like always a game for me, bro. Cats always wanna play games. Have you ever remote viewed before? Nope. Nope. I haven't tried either, to be honest. I haven't tried even. So maybe I can pull it off. Gary told us you age quicker when you remote view. I don't need. I'm already starting gray hairs, bro. I don't need to age older anymore. Fuck I need to look into the future for. I'm building my own future. I don't need to see into it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So let's see. We have another compatibility check in here. Eh? We have another person in here. How good are they gonna be? This is Max Palmer, 11/24/1990 and 10/19/1980 compatibility in the Q app. Put the bets in, guys. What do you think? How good these two people are? So what do we see? We have a 6, we have a 9 life path, 9 life path horse, and we have a. Oh, I see some problems already. Do you? What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this compatibility? I'm thinking this is like a 40, bro. This is like 40, 39. What do you think? Put in the bets. How good are they gonna be? Good compatibility? Wrong. That's not a dog and a horse. That's a dog and a monkey, bro. Or a horse and a monkey. 50-50? You think 50-50? Max, you brave think you're saying 50-50. You brave saying 50-50, bro. That's a brave bet. I know the bets. How good are these compatibilities, guys? Let's check it out. 9-11, no good. You got it. So let's see for ourselves. 45%. I'm thinking same, bro. I'm thinking maybe even 40. That's not a good 34. That sounds reasonable, honestly. That's a safe bet. 34 is a safe bet. Let's see it. 30. We all overshot it. 30. God damn. God damn, bro. F in a chat. F in a chat for our boy. F in a chat for our boy Max Palmer. He thought he's coming in here, learning numerology, astrology. It's a 7-day. Ends up getting divorced. F in a chat for our boy Max Palmer. Not good, bro. It's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. You called it, you did, bro. You definitely did. GG's in the chat. GG's in the chat. F in the chat for our boy Max Palmer, bro. Think about it this. You get divorced, you have one less problem to worry about, bro. Think about it in a good say. Mert. Check 8/26, 1994. I don't need to check that one. I don't need to check that one to know that was shit, bro. I don't want to check that, Mert. I don't need to check that one. Guys, you see 8/26, 1994 and 5/18, 1988. Do we need to check this one? Let me in the chat. Do we need to check this one or do we guys know already? I'm thinking nah. I'm thinking we know already how that's gonna be like. This is as bad as it gets. Bro, no, actually let's gonna do Mert. You gotta this guy Mert Ukva. This guy probably has a below 30, bro. Let's check this shit out. This is not good, bro. It's a 7-day. What to expect on a 7-day, right? People are gonna be dealing with problems with relationships. Dragon Dog. Oh, exactly, bro. Exactly. So let's see, because I think this one, you know, this one I'm putting in now is gonna make the last one fucking seem good, bro. This one we're putting here, like you in it, bro. You in it, Max. Or no, not Max. Mert, you are fucking in it. The black and white you're wearing, is this something you recommend on a 7-day? But I'm riding a boat. I have a boat, guys, and this is the shirt I usually wear when I'm on a boat, bro. This is my sailor. This is my sailor shirt. Well, this is 1994. But yeah, on a 7-day, why not, bro? 8/26 was another one. 5/18. 5/18, 1988. Shit, 25. Yeah, how well it's gonna be? How what's this one gonna be? God damn. You people are fucking struggling. Gonna be like 27, 25. Fine, let's find out. Let's find out. It's 25%? Bro, I believe it. I believe it's 25. I'm with you there. I'm with you guys. This is worse than the last one. Oh, no. I made a mistake. This is a glitch. I was shocked for a second. No. It has a snake here. This app is glitching. And again, this is the, you know, Android generator I'm using. And it's clearly having some difficulties. So this is no. Let's do that shit again. So you were, where was it? Where was it? Did I lose it? Ah, there we go. 8/26. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this shit again. 8. I know Mert is fucking sweating bullets right now, bro. He's twitching in there. 1994. 8/26, 1994 and 5/18. Yeah, we were shocked. I was shocked for a second. How the fuck did that show like 70%, huh? Wait. 1988. Checks out. Alright, we'll know now. Think solid 20, 32, 30, 23. Let's find out. %! 8%, bro. We were wrong. 25, call it. You ain't called shit about 25, bro. 8%. God damn. As if it couldn't get bad. How could you make it worse, bro? How can you get below even 8? This is as bad as it gets, bro. Damn. We start 25. No 25, bro. Matt, tell us, how is the relationship? Is this you? How is the relationship? Thanks, man. You're welcome, bro. You're welcome, brother. Sorry to ruin your day. On a 7 light per day, we're breaking relationships. They're breaking relationships, bro. Again, that's Gary's algorithm, guys. This is as accurate as it gets. This is as good as it gets when it comes to numerology astrology. This is Gary, the numbers guy. He built the compatibility calculator. This is considering everything. This looks at everything. Your business partner. Oh shit. Oh shit. At least you're not sleeping with them, yeah? At least it's not a wife. If this was in your relationship, this business partner is kind of easy to get over, you know? You find another one, bro. You find another one. Taavet, why are 5s and 9s so much into numerology and esoteric stuff? 5s are open-minded, 9s are the followers, so they pick shit up. We have challenges, they're never gonna go away. They're never gonna go away, bro. It's never gonna help either. Don't fight on the same ground, define it, then decide who leads. Nope, you guys should just wrap it up. You should wrap that shit up. That business partner could be bad, it can bring down the business. Exactly, bro. Exactly. You don't want to be in such a business. You don't want to be in such a business combination, bro. Not at all. Not at all, guys. Shit, what's the time? It's 12:43. Guys, I'm gonna be here 20 more minutes. Then my friendly time is bending. I'm always streaming. You notice I stream on the same times usually. I'm streaming during my lucky hours. Obviously, I'm streaming more in my friendly days. Anyone wants a reading, $8 or above, we'll go in depth. We'll go give you that one, the last ones. Always gonna be the best, yeah? Last ones, we gotta make it count. Anybody wants a reading still, $8 or above, send him our way, we'll look over it. In the meanwhile, join the Q app with my code. You get a free consultation on top of it. So you might send me $10 here, or you just take $35 and join Q for a month. Join with this code, and I'll reach out to you. Get a free consultation. This is gonna build into the Q consultation. You know, there's an entire branch of the Q app that's starting right here with this code. This code is when I'm gonna begin all of it. So check it out. I wanted to ask 12/13/9/2000. I'm a 22/4 I'm in a 22/4 personal year. Yeah, you are. You're in a 22/4 personal year. So it's up to you to take. You gotta work hard. Ain't nothing given to you this year, but you can still build. Build. Gonna have a great time for that, bro. Very good. When you have a 22 personal year, pretty early on as well. You're what, 25 now? This is the time to build the foundation of your life. This is the time to build the foundation for your future self, right? Think, what can you do now to benefit you for in the next 10 years? What can you do now to really, you know, what steps can you do now to make the rest of your life even better? That makes sense? How many viewers we got even? I haven't never checked the viewer count. I'm not doing this for the viewer count, guys, right? I'm here for you guys. I'm here for the family. This is the GG33 show, guys. Happy. Thank you all guys joining me. This has been brilliant. Is a 19-day a good day to work out? Yes, it's a 1 day. Of course, you work out on 1 days. You work out on a 1, 11, 22 days. 22, I just gave you something else. 4 energy. Very good for working out. You start looking at all the bodybuilders, they're all 4s. Arnold Schwarzenegger, 4 light path. Ronnie Coleman, I don't think Ronnie Coleman, he was a Snakes Night 77, I remember. A lot of 4s work out. 71 viewers, nice, bro. We're cooking. Absolutely cooking. Absolutely cooking. The 9s have the biggest. What do they have? The ego, yes. The 9s definitely have the biggest. No. The 33 has the way bigger ego, bro. Not even close. The 9s have a big ego. 33s have a huge ego. My cycle is 7. Will it affect me if I get married this year? Yes. Do not get married. It's gonna lead to divorce. This stream deserves more likes. Appreciate it. It's all good, bro. I appreciate every one of you here. Peaked at 90? Really? Let's go, bro. That's good. Ronnie Coleman, born at 13. There you go. I knew it. I remember that shit. Like most of my guys, think about it. Like 90% of my brain capacity is filled with numbers at this point and birthdays, literally. What does it mean to have 33 personal year in your own energy? Good things will follow. A lot of good things. That's gonna be one of the most life-defining years for you. So I had a 33 personal year in 2023. Can you believe that? In my cat year, I had a 33 personal year. That's when I started working for Gary. I started doing readings. I went to America for everything I'm doing now. I started in my 33 personal cat year. Let that sink in, right? Because I knew that's how it is. I knew this information then. I had been in GG33 for a couple of years even at that point, and I was ready for it. I was waiting for it. I knew that was going to be the big break for me. And here we are, you know. this is the fruits of labor. It's always gonna go up from there. And my whole life, I started doing readings in my own GG33 personal year. Makes a good imprint, right? Good imprint. I like the small community, the attention to detail, but Taavet, I'll be back for more for sure. I appreciate it. Hey, these are the good times right now. These are the good times when I'm reading to everybody's comments. I have the time, if I have 1,000 viewers, I cannot read through all of the chat, right? How do you find about GG33? On Twitter, completely randomly. So for me, it was different. Everybody has a very funny story. Everybody has their own story, how they found Gary, right? Everybody has their own path that led them into numerology astrology. So some people found Gary through like internet beef, or now he's an influencer, so it's much easier to find Gary. But back then, Gary was just on Twitter. I found him in 2020, right? In 2020, he was getting banned. He was like, he's shut down from Twitter. He was, the way I found Gary, I was actually researching. Because I was always into this sort of stuff. I was always into, conspiracies. Fuck, I got a computer when I was like 7 years old, bro. That's when I got first access to a computer, and the internet back then was different. You could type something into Google and you get, the best content out there ever. You could get, all the best conspiracies. This shit, internet is not like this. If you weren't in the internet in early 2010s, if you weren't on the internet like 2009, 2010, 2011, at those ages, those are the golden years of conspiracies, bro, literally. So anyways, I was into this shit, out the womb. So when 2020, I was researching CERN. So I knew already, I wasn't into numerology, but I knew they were doing some bullshit in CERN. They were changing timelines, they were opening portals. So I was like doing my research on that. And then suddenly I found someone's Twitter. I checked their Twitter and they like retweeted Gary. And it was like Matrix Prime. It wasn't Gary the Numbers Game, it was like Matrix Prime. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy, right? Then I start looking and his tweets are nothing like now, right? Because remember, a couple of streams ago, we actually went through all of his old tweets. And we went through all of his tweets and we actually saw how much of a difference was back then than it is from now, right? Complete night and day. But that's when like reeled me in. He was talking, suddenly there's someone talking about magic, someone talking about mirror magic, don't have a mirror in your bedroom when you sleep. These sort of things, right? He's talking numerology, astrology, and bro, I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked, right? Straight out. And then it took me like a year of just following, GG33, different members, Roger. And actually the way I got into GG33 was through Roger, right? I got like a scholarship. I won a scholarship for the Rogers 777 newsletters, right? Any GG33 members here, you know what I'm talking about, right? Those Rogers newsletters, those 21 newsletters, brilliant. So that's how I got introduced. And that's how I essentially started. Joined Bronze in 2021. March 2021. So it was a one life path day on the 20th. My kind of own energy. I'm a one life path on the 20th. I found on joined GG33 under the same energy. Do screens and displays count as mirrors? In some ways they do, yeah. Not as potent, but yeah, black mirrors are there. So essentially I joined, what's funny? I joined the GG33 on March 20th. And then later I found that Gary's father is born March 20th. So again, not a real coincidence, not a real connection, but yeah, I thought that was funny. And then the story of how I joined, I'll tell you this, guys. The story of how because I was dead broke at then. 2021, the beginning, I had no money, bro. I dropped out of school, university, didn't want to be in that shit. I had no money, bro. I had $100 to my name. And I bought like some random crypto, some random shit coin, bro, at the time, and it went to like 800. I was like, what the fuck? And then I used that 800 to buy into Gary's sports picks, right? So I joined his picks, his gambling picks, and I bought in there with all of my money. And then, bro, then he had the same day which I joined, he had the biggest run of his life. That was 2021, and when he ran up like 1.2 million in May 2021 in the casinos, that I joined right as that started. So I took like $100 to make it to 2K, boom, got into Bronze, right? So it's just like the Bronze, it was kind of like given to me. I didn't I had $100 to my name and somehow hustle my way into Bronze. Then I joined Silver, and then I bought in myself, joined Silver, upgraded like everybody else, and then I was actually working, right? I had a job in Lapland in northern Finland, and then I was working to save up money to join Gold. So that was 2022, and Gold was $5,000. So 5K was, a lot of money for me at that point. I did not have it, so I had to work for it, right? And I was working, doing fucking physical labor to make money to join into Gold. And then it was on my birthday, 7/20/2022. 7/20/2022, 33 life path day. So that's the day I started my 33 personal year. And I made like in the silver forums, I made like a post that, hey, I'm going to my 33 year, you know, it's crazy, looking forward to it, you know, been looking forward to it for a while. And like nobody responded, like nobody wished me happy birthday, nobody did everything, everyone just ignored it, you know, for like 4 hours. And then next moment I see, you know, nobody gave a shit, right? Because I was never in bronze, I wasn't in silver for a long time. But I was in bronze. Like in bronze, those were the days when I started. That's where my OGs were. And like all my friends that I made into bronze, they were already in gold at that point, right? So like nobody gave a fuck I had a birthday in silver. So and then suddenly I see my phone blowing up. And it's Gary made a post, yo, happy birthday. You got a scholarship into gold. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? He gave me a scholarship into gold, bro. On my birthday. That was the best birthday gift I ever had and I probably ever will have. Right, that was like a $5,000 gift. Didn't cost him anything, but it would have saved me $5K, right? So again, that shit changed everything, bro. After that, everything took off. So that at that point, I told Gary like, I'm so grateful that I'm gonna make it up. And then my phone, then everyone was congratulating me, right? So before, no one gave a shit, but now Gary gave me the gave me the scholarship into gold, and he hadn't given scholarship for a long time. And then everyone was congratulating me, right? So that was crazy, bro. That was a crazy day. 33 personal year. And you know what Gary said? Gary said that why? Because something told him he should give me gold. Something told him he felt that, you know, he should give me the gold scholarship. So then I started learning, I started going all out with it. And then at the time of like August or something, Gary opened GG33 Academy. August 2022, that's when he opened up the academy. That's when he started going on. He did the first podcast, right? There was the Jumpers Jump podcast. And then I like made some clips for him. Made some like edits for him because I always knew editing. I was editing when I was like 12 years old, making videos, skate videos. I knew how to edit, right, as a kid. So I was like trying to make some clips for him. And then I saw him like he's posting clips on IG. His brother was posting clips on TikTok, but no one posted on YouTube. So I was like the first one. I made Gary's YouTube account. I was the one, Gary's own account. It was founded on November 11, 2022, right? 11/11/2022. That one life a day. That was me. I opened that account for him, right? And then I started posting just some clips I made there. And Gary saw that. He was like, yo, nice clips, you know, I'll hire you, right? He's like, he hired me based off those clips. And then I started working for him full time. And then in 2023, that was my 33 year. Then my cat year started. And bro, that's when it took off, right? Gary completely blew up and I was the one making all the clips for him. Right, all the Vegas podcast, you know, when he had the orange shirt and the bag, you know, the Vegas podcast that really blew up. All the videos with 15, 10 million views, all of the biggest growth, you know, that shit all came in 2023, right? When I was making those clips. So isn't it funny? I was in a 33 year, I was a cat in a cat year editing for him. And that's what, you know, bred success, right? Makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense in a numerology sense. And then, the YouTube as well. So at the end of 2023, I told Gary, I'm like, don't really wanna edit. I don't really wanna edit too much anymore. I didn't wanna like. I wanted to do my own thing, right? It comes to always as a one life path. There's always gonna be a point of wanting to do your own thing, wanting to be independent, wanting to have something of your own. And he was like, cool, no worries, right? Then I actually, because I didn't leave him hanging either. I brought in the best editor. I actually brought in a guy who was Justin, my nigga. If you're watching this, shout out to you. I actually scoped out the best editor, the best clipper for Gary and hired him, right? I told Gary, this is the guy, put him on, right? He's gonna replace me or everything I was doing, managing the YouTube. So when I left the YouTube, there was a 200K. So I took Gary's account from 0 subscribers to 200K subscribers, right? That's pretty good, And then I told Gary, like, this is the guy, you good, he's gonna cover everything I do. And he's the one, managing Gary's shit, now even 2 years later, right? Even 2 years later now, he's the one doing all of it. So it's a pretty, that's pretty good call, I would say. And anyways, then 2024, started doing some other stuff. And 2024, after my birthday, I started making my own channel, right? So 2024 is when I went into an 8 personal year. And that's when I made my numerology astrology account. This is the account I'm on right now. And, and now we're here. That's the lore. You guys should hear my lore out of nowhere. That's my journey into GG33. And now obviously, you know, Gary's my nigga. I've been there like in Miami like four times already now. And yeah, only gonna go up from here. Gary actually told me, guys, Gary confirmed, I'm like, he trusts me a lot now on the numerology side. I can do stuff with numerology, the advanced numerology, you know, at the highest level, bro. At the very highest, I can get to people. I got, guys, I wish I could tell you this. But when I could tell you the people I recently talked to, the people I gave readings to, like, I have no business talking about with these sort of business people, bro. I'm a 26-year-old kid from Estonia. I have no business, you know, giving consultations to the actual elite of the world. But that's what happens, and I can get it done, bro. I can get it done. I can get to those doors, bro. I can get to those doors open for you. Because knowledge, guys, listen to this. Knowledge is the most valuable thing in the world. Knowledge is the thing everybody's after. No matter if you're a trillionaire running the world, or if you're just a random kid who's, you know, 12 years old on TikTok, everybody wants knowledge. No matter who you are in life, knowledge is what really opens those doors, because that's what everybody's after. And that's what GG33 gives you guys. Most people in GG33, they don't even realize the value that this stuff actually brings. How deep does advanced numerology really go on a scale of 1 to 10? 33, bro. 33. The stuff we're talking about here, let's say, is like 2%. The stuff in bronze is like 20%. The stuff in silver is 30. The stuff in gold is 100. And then after gold, there's a whole lot of more that, you know, Gary doesn't teach, but you can figure out. So how did I get so good in numerology is I was doing reading so much. So because I had the YouTube, so, you know, I was running Gary's YouTube, so I put my own readings link there. You know, I had my own readings link there. So anybody who got a reading from YouTube, it was coming to me. So in 2023, my cat year, I went in my 7 year as well. After my birthday, I went into a 7 personal year. So I had a 7 year in my cat year, and it was a great time for me because I was teaching, right? I was giving like 100 readings a month, right? Over 100 readings a month consistently throughout 2023. So I was just farming that shit up, and that's how you get better and better at it, right? That comes with experience. Experience is the only teacher in life, guys. Anybody who's out here watching now, anything you want to do, you just gotta be consistent with it. You just gotta be consistent with it, keep pushing, keep going, and you're gonna get better. You're gonna get better day by day, step by step. You know, that's how it is. Like, again, me with the podcast. The first podcast wasn't as good, but now I'm going live every day, you know, as much as I'm going as a training exercise, right? This is practice for me, guys. This right here, you guys, and I appreciate all of you being in here. I appreciate all of you helping me out. This is me practicing. This is me getting better at talking live. This is me getting better at keeping a conversation and making this stuff interesting and making it entertaining. This whole world is going to begin. So again, someone has to do it, huh? Oh, you're a cat? You're damn right I'm a cat. So someone has to do it, right? Think about this, guys. Gary's retiring 2026. He's not going to be on as much as he's before. Why does Gary attack Virgos and 9 life paths? Because his brother is a 9 life path Virgo. Leaked some information right there. Did you say Gary is your what? What do you mean by that? I didn't. Yeah, when's the next live? Shit, when I feel like it. Friday. Friday is probably gonna be the next live because I wanna start bringing people on. I wanna have guests on, obviously. So, but a lot of people, people be busy, man. So next time, Friday, we should have a guest on. Friday, we should have a recurring member. We should have Uche. You guys remember the one with Uche? The black guy, the Nigerian prince? Yeah, Uche is gonna be in here, bro. So, yeah, maybe Nick as well. I need Nick to be in here. Nick, if you're watching this, the people are begging you for you to be on, bro. When Nick comes on, that's when a whole new wave is gonna begin. That's gonna be great. Maybe on the 21st. But yeah, this is gonna be, you know, doing this shit more and more. Before you end the stream, can you do 12, 20, 12, 2002, and 10, 10, 2003, female, like good compatibility? Matt, congratulations, appreciate you. Gold is now 28k. You gotta ask Gary how much is gold, bro. I'm not 100% sure how much it is, but it's definitely above that. Yeah. So let's do it. Aurelius, the guy, you remember Aurelius, obviously the 9 life path with all those 2s in his birthday. They want the pick a battle guy. Pick a battle, bro. Look at this. You guys gonna see his birthday. You're gonna see what a fucking clusterfuck this is. So he's born 12, 20, 2002, bro. What a birthday, bro. Honestly, what a birthday. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 4 2s in his birthday. He's a 9 life path, and he's born on the 20th, which is 11 energy. pick a problem, bro. Pick a damn problem, bro. So you married no, you together with a 10 10 2003. Why does it say 2005? Oh, bomba cloud. This is. I gotta restart this. Gotta do this shit again. 83 viewers. Let's go. New all-time high. I appreciate all of you guys. Hey, you want a reading? $8 above. Gotta be a capitalist, right? Think about it. Gary's doing those readings for 98 above. You can get, 10 readings from me for the same price, right? Makes sense, you get the same shit, the same knowledge anyways. We ain't putting out much more. Same shit anyways. But anyway, yo, anybody who joins Q with this code gets a free consultation. I'm gonna reach out and give you a consultation when you join Q with this checkout code. And you even get it $1 cheaper, bro. You get it for $1 cheaper and a free consultation. Pretty good deal if you ask me. Hey, Taavet is listening to a song released in an enemy bad. It's not gonna be the end of the world, bro. Let's be honest. You listen to a song, it's not gonna be the end of the world. What's it called? Where was that guy? Our reviews 12, 12, 10, 12, 20, 12, 20, 12, 20. Your birthday was 2002, yeah? This birthday, man. This is a pretty good one, bro. I always show all the best for you. Don't get me wrong, arrears. You got this is not a bad birthday by any means. It's a lot to deal with, bro. It's a lot to deal with. It's a very interesting energy, and you can be an interesting case study, bro. If anything else, you can at least we can study this. Why does this shit not work, bro? What the fuck? Okay, maybe if we do it this. Again, I'm using like an Android. If you guys know any better ways, I can have the queue up in here. Maybe I can connect this straight to my phone. Maybe I can do something else, because right now I'm using like an Android fucking generator, and it clearly is not a fan. Hey, we fucking got it. 12/20/2002. Let's hear it. Where do you get the shades, bro? This is actually my brother's company. This is my brother. My brother made the shades. 77%. Let's go. Damn. Pretty good. Pretty good. So again, does it make sense? So look at this. He's a horse and a dog. No, horse and a goat. 9 life. Did I make it right? Yeah, 9 life path and a 7 life path. Born the 20th or the 10th. It doesn't seem. Nothing friendly screams out, right? We don't see anything friendly. What makes it 77? What makes it 77? That's Gary's knowledge. This is GG33 stuff we can't say on the public. We can't say, on the internet, right? Or publicly. So again, you want to learn why it's a 77%. That's what you need classes for, right? But shit. Dude, looks good, bro. Looks good, Aurelius. You can definitely keep it going with that one. You can definitely keep it going with that one. She's going to be a 2003 goat, born in 10/10. That's a good birthday, you know why? Because she's going to be fit. She's going to be very fit, for a long time. When you want to wife her up, and you give her kids, she's definitely going to be a home and family oriented person. This is a person who's going to have a lot of kids. So when she gets kids, make sure she still works out, because you don't want her getting fat. That's a birthday. That's a weakness in the birthday. She can definitely put on a lot of weight after kids, But once you can read that stuff in your birthday. Isn't it interesting? You can tell if someone's going to have those problems. That 1 and 11, Gary made that public. Yeah, but that's just for the date, right? That's just for the date. It's not that, the date isn't, the whole big picture. I'm a 9, but retarded. How do I unlock the high IQ? Carrie says 9s like me should have. Decalcify pineal gland, bro. You become less retarded. 1 and 2 energy are a good match. Gary said 1 and 11 is a good combo, especially athletically. I mean, makes sense, no? LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, 1 and 11. What's it called? Shaq and Kobe. Shaq is a 1 life path, Kobe is 11 life path. They're enemy signs, but how did they still make a three-peat? 1 and 11, best friends. You know the other one? Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, 1 and 11. Did pretty well together, wouldn't you say? So yeah, definitely a good match. Definitely good match. Tips on how to navigate the 8th day that just started. Bro, treat others as you want to be treated. Don't do any funny business. Karma, karma, karma. I mean, 7 and 9 seem to get along since both are intelligent. No, yeah, to a point, but they're not friends by any means or imagination like that. Hey, what's your brother's company? I'll buy some shades right now. I don't want to chill it, because he had like stuff that's... So my brother had this company, so we made these sunglasses that had like audio in it, right? Audio sunglasses. So again, these are prototypes. These are the prototype ones that don't have it. Like these don't have any microphones in it. But the ones with microphones in it, that's like EMF going to your brain. I don't want you to buy those, bro. I don't want you to buy a head, sunglasses that has electronics in here that's going straight to your brain. You gotta watch out for that shit, guys. EMF going to your brain is a big problem. You don't wanna hit like AirPods. AirPods are very, very bad for you. AirPods, the ones you plug it in. Hey bro, Leaf from Silver, let me know how I can support you, brother. Shit, you being here, saying good hello, bro, is all the support I need. I appreciate you, bro. But the EMF going to your brain, big problem. Those AirPods have like magnets between the two of them, and it just fucks up your brain when you're wearing AirPods. That's why I never, even headphones. But when you need the headphones, better to use the ones with the wire, not the ones with Bluetooth, because that's gonna fuck up your brain. It's just sending fucking EMF waves straight to the dome, bro. Do 9 females follow 5 males? Yep, it goes both ways. Is 9 and 22 a good combo? Do you mean in a relationship or do you mean in a birthday? Because 9 and 22 in a birthday can definitely be dangerous. So what's it called? Brian Johnson, the guy who's trying to live forever, doing the, escaping death, do you know the guy who's going through all of these things and all of this stuff to try to reverse aging? He's a 9 life by opponent 22nd. He's a master builder, but he's doing it in a very weird 9 type of way. You see what I'm saying? Kiddo, why you always have used one side of the AirPods? Even with Shunga stickers. I mean, can you put a Shunga sticker on the AirPod? I don't think you really can. Not only that, they're starting to be able to read your mind. Don't wear any smart tech. Yup, don't do that shit. Been chilling with Bluetooth this whole time. Not good. Not good. Let's be real, the AirPod EMF is not strong enough to kill you. It's not strong enough to kill you, but it's strong enough to fuck up your pineal gland. What about meta classes? Same shit I honestly avoid. I don't use that shit honestly at all. Even the headphones, it's a very unnatural thing when you think about it. Headphones, this sort of thing, it's only been a thing for what? Like 20 years that people are wearing AirPods. How long have people worn AirPods for? What, they came out 2019? They came out what? We've had humankind has had AirPods for 6-7 years. There's no way you can research how it's gonna affect you. There's no way you can research how our kids gonna develop, when they use earpods every day from ages 6 to 18. How is it gonna affect them? There's no way to research it because it's only been 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So again, I don't play around with that sort of shit. I think it's all dangerous, bro. You start waking up, you start realizing everything is fucking negative. Everything is out to get you. The more vigilant you are, the more kind of scared you are, the honestly better you are, the more safe you'll be. Better to be a skeptic than to, jump in and follow blindly. Wired headphones are fine. They're better, but I think they still kind of show shooting EMF straight to the dome. Brian Johnson, weird as fuck. Yep, the 922 combination. Good night, Taavet. I'll watch the rest of the stream in the morning. Appreciate you being here. Shout out Morgie. Guys, say bye-bye to Morgie Morgs. Enjoy the day. Catch you all on Friday, yeah? See you on Friday. I'll wrap this up in a couple of bit, but just enjoying the chat right now. How is 9 life path and a 22 in a birthday dangerous? In what way? Dangerous in a good way, right? Dangerous in a good way. When you're 9 life path on a 22nd, you're not a young soul. You're 9 life path on a 22nd, you're an old soul. You're master number. You're 22. You're above an 11. Even though you're 9, you're still a very old soul. You got the 11 in you. So you see, at that point, then you can get a lot of the good qualities out of the 9. So you see, a lot of the 9 life paths struggling are the ones without any master numbers. But let's say you're 9, born on the 11th or the 22nd, you can actually tap into the very good side of the 9 energy, get the benefits of adapting, reverse engineering, perfecting things. That's where you can come out to play as well. Makes sense. Peace, Marks. Have a good day, David. Thanks for the knowledge. Learn a lot from you. Welcome. It's a 7-day. We gotta teach. So hey, I might go live tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, let me know. Do you want me to go live tomorrow? Because it's the 16th. 1 to 6 is 7. So tomorrow, our 7-8 day makes sense. Kind of have to teach as well a little bit, no? On the 16th, gotta learn. Peace. I appreciate you guys. Hey, I'm wrapping this up, guys. My lucky time is over. I appreciate every one of you coming in here. It's been a blast. I enjoyed it very much. Thank you for staying through here. If you have any ideas, guys, you want to send me for the next up, I'm open to all feedback. If you want to send me ideas, you can DM me on IG, you can DM me on somewhere. I'll consider it. I'll be happy to check it out. Yeah, Caitlin Clark, the baby. Yeah, great examples. 922. What's the guy? What's this? Andrea Bocelli. You guys know Andrea Bocelli? 9 life pep on a 22nd again. Peace. Appreciate all of you guys coming in here. I'm curious, how does your diet look? I don't know what to eat anymore. I don't eat meat personally. I don't eat meat, not because of the, diet stuff, because, saved animals, bro. I do not want to eat. I have a pet cow, guys. I have a bull. I bought a bull recently. How can I eat beef when I have a, pet? That's like eating your dog, Same shit for me. So I don't eat that stuff myself personally. But yeah, if you guys have any recommendations, any feedback, you want to come on the show, anyone wants to come on the show, we'll bring you on. Let me know. DM me on IG, live every day. So yeah, I might go live tomorrow actually. This has been a blast. I appreciate all of you. Until next time.